Okay,
Good for
speaking of
stream.
stream, now we are stream. Hello, stream.
You stream, I stream for ice cream.
Damn. Wait, aren't you lactose intolerant?
Yes.
That's why.
Or-
That's why she's screaming.
Give me gelato! I will be in the bathroom now, goodbye.
Oh,
Give me an hour.
when
on the
I
toilet.
when I went out
Wednesdays.
when I went out to hang out with friends last weekend, we actually went to a local gelato place. It was pretty decent. They also do coffee there too, but I did not try the coffee.
Ooh, I like those places. Like a place that is coffee and ice cream or gelato based, I always find joy in.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Do I
It was-
oh.
It's funny though, not to mention about my allergies again, but like, I remember I took, Matt, Sunny, and I went to this gelato place that's like now become a bit of a chain high-end store thing that's near my place, and we went in there and I was realizing just how many options had nuts in them, and
Oof.
like more than usual, and there was no chocolate that seemed to be free of nuts either, because I don't usually have like chocolate in a tub ice cream. I prefer vanilla in tub. But if I'm getting gelato, I always want chocolate fudgy gelato. And so when we went up to the front, I was like, "Hi, I was wondering, could you recommend anything that I can have? Like, I've got lots of nuts allergies." And she was like, "Oh yeah, sure, no worries. We actually have like a little thing here to help you." And then she just gave me like this laminated thing that, and actually, you know, I think every place should have this. But
for
anyway,
sure.
like this laminated thing that basically told you the allergies for everything, and yeah, nuts everywhere, like nuts on nuts, everything had some form of peanuts, hazelnuts,
Damn.
pistachios, and I'm most allergic to hazelnuts and pistachios.
Oh no.
And and I was like, I'll just get the sorbet. The mango sorbet. and it was probably better for me anyway because of the lactose intolerance.
Oh,
But,
okay.
but you know, it was so funny the fact that she just gave it to me, and it was like everything had a big red X on it in my mind, you know, like in my mind's eye, it was like not that, not that, not that. And then further funny bit of the story is that she assumed that Matt and I were there as a couple, because Sunny had gone up before on her own, so we looked like a group of friends, but then she went on her own, and then we went up together, and so I can understand why, and we're pretty comfortable with one another, and also because he was insisting on paying.
Oh.
There you go.
Like,
Classic.
I was like, no, I'm paying for my own, thank you very much. And so she brought out like the little little device thing to tap your card on, and he was taking his time, so I was like, yes, I can do this. So I just like go to get my card out, and I go to put it in, and she just like swerves it away from me, and she's like, no, I didn't treat you. And I'm realizing that Matt's not correcting her that we're friends so he can get away with this.
Yeah.
I'm using this to my advantage.
Yes, exactly. It's like he just goes like, he just real smugly
Two
just
bros chilling in the
taps
hot
it on, and then
tub,
we
5
leave,
feet
and I'm like,
apart,
you
'cause they're not
shit!
gay.
And he's like, that
real
asshole
quick.
will do anything he can to pay. And you know why? Because he's freaking Filipino.
Real quick.
If you put a Filipino and an Italian to get food together, it will be World War III. I swear to God. We will fight over who has to pay for the bill every time. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Thank you, Deej, for the gifted subs. Also, hi, Kit. Hi, Adam.
Oh my
hi,
God,
Deej.
those are subs.
Hi, sir.
Hey guys.
Welcome on in.
Wow, sir, you're
everyone.
skittering on our walls. Congrats.
Congrats.
Okay, now
Oh,
just wait.
that's hilarious.
Hold very
Oh,
still
Dee.
while I get the Swiffer.
Oh, I was gonna go get a flip flop, but
What are we talking about?
sir is skittering on our walls.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go on, get.
I'll just get my meter-long ruler.
Oh.
My handy-dandy meter-long ruler.
Have you considered attaching a flip-flop to the end of the meter-long ruler?
No, because then I'll just end up leaving like a footprint on my ceiling.
A fresh flip-flop, never worn. The saddest short story.
I don't think we have one of those. And I have a feeling it would still leave us good north.
You guys don't have Old Navy flip-flops for $5.
I actually
we don't
don't
vote
right now.
I know you don't have Old
Navy.
Navy.
I know that was meant to be. That was meant to be teasing you.
Oh, okay.
My
I
Old
do
Navy
not.
flip-flops are back with my in California. Woo!
I'll deliberately go and grab my brother's shoes actually. So they're bigger, got more range.
Boots. Nice, Mac.
My bug-killing boots.
Bug killing boots.
These are stomping boots.
Oh my
I
god.
always say, let me go get the boot.
You talking in
Boot to the head.
that tone reminded me that I came across a name in work today. And I don't think I think I mispronounced it when I was saying it in my head. But it sounded like it looked like it sounded like Fibbin George. And I was like, what an incredible name!
That's George, he be fibbing.
He's
Good old
fibbing.
Baby George.
You know that George, he's always fibbing.
He's
and I was like,
a cousin of Spider's George.
yeah. There's Spider's George and Fibbin
Called the
George.
most, he's done the most fibs.
He's done the most.
Spider's George, he will eat all the spiders, and Fibbin George will lie about it.
He's the one who originally published the study.
The study, yeah.
But didn't give the proper context. I know.
Just
I
like
know.
him. That's just Fibbin George, he'll do that.
Classic Fib and George.
Always putting in outliers that should not have been counted.
Wait, Charlie Butts?
Charlie Butts.
Wow.
That's an incredible name
I'm so
too.
immature.
What
And we love you for it.
Oh, my coworker told me that one time, before she worked with my team, she was an HR rep. She told me one time one of her employees' name was her first name was My Precious. Which I thought was such an incredible name. And she would come into the office for something or other and have an appointment with my coworker, and my coworker would be like standing in the lobby like, my precious? My precious, it's your turn, come on.
My precious.
My precious. Many goats. That's a good name.
Oh my god.
It lets you know exactly how many goats they have. And the answer is many.
Well, approximately.
Approximately.
Did you know
but
that
you
there
know
was
it's a lot
actually-
of goats.
I don't know how true this is, by the way, so you might have to fact check me on this. But did you know that there was a woman in Korea whose mother gave her one of the longest names that country has ever
I heard
had?
about that.
And so then there was a law that was passed for how many characters a name could have.
Uh-huh.
Damn, what is this?
Because her name
1984?
was like a whole sentence, basically.
Yeah. Oh, so they reinvented the Puritan names, where your name was just an entire Bible verse, which honestly I'm obsessed with, as everybody involved in the Dungeon
Yes.
World campaign knows.
Yeah, we went to a region that was basically that, and
It was
everyone...
basically Puritan.
What was that? What were they not saying? Many hands.
Many hands make peace.
Many
Yeah,
hands
Many
make
Men's
peace
Make
with
Peace
their
was
name.
one of them. I can't remember the others off the top of
So
my
I
head.
just was like, hey, missing many hands, like many hands, species.
Many.
Listen,
Listen,
make some peace with those hands.
I got my love of that from you all can blame friends at the table for turning me on to that because they have an entire religious. Wait, I didn't hear what you said.
Sanfio?
I said, wait, it turns you on?
Yeah, it does turn me on, actually. Thank you for bringing that up.
You're the one who brought it up, mate. I was just checking.
No, not necessarily Songfiel. It's actually Twilight Mirage is the season where they introduce it. Ooh. But a religious.
I thought that was another name for somebody for a second.
Twilight Mirage. It would not be out of hand for friends at the table. They have incredible names. They have an entire faction of people in the Twilight Mirage game where they're I really love the way they do it. Their names are like their family name is a possessive in front of their first name. So like oh shit. Now I can't remember any of the cool names. Twilight Mirage names. Where did they go? NPCs. I gotta find it. Here we go. Like Declan's Corrective was a character's name in that season, but Corrective was technically their personal name. Declan was their family name, so it was like the Corrective belonging to Declan. What were some other ones?
I just feel like at this point, who?
Hi,
Thrifty.
Oh hi.
Hi,
at this point, I keep wanting to make it a bit where almost anything you say, I want to be like, oh, that's not the name. Like, I want to keep doing that. I know how annoying that would be. I just want to keep saying, oh, is that a name too?
Is that a name too? Is that a name?
Is that a name?
But the religious sect.
Throw back to my niece. After I told her you guys' names, and she just went, "Those are accessories."
I mean, in a way, yes. Our
and I tried to explain that they were nicknames. And they were nicknames. And to give you guys context, for those who probably do know, but I don't know if you do, Sunny is like sunnies, and we call sunglasses sunnies. Mm-hmm. So she was like, "Those are all accessories," and I'm like, "Okay." So I tried to explain they're all nicknames.
Yeah.
And she was still like, "They're still accessories."
Yeah. Like, yeah.
How do you know accessories?
and the name Autumn is still a season. You're correct.
Yeah.
It was so funny. I was just laughing my absolute
Paris
head off.
is still a place.
Yep.
And a god.
Eris is a goddess.
And a god. Wait, no, Paris isn't a god. He's the...
Oh, you said Paris. I thought you said Eris.
Eris.
No, I said Eris is also a guy that we know.
Yeah. a guy we know.
He's just some guy.
He's just some guy.
He's just some guy.
We have to clip this and send it to him.
Yeah. I mean, I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
But back to the long phrases as a name. The religious sect in Twilight Mirage that turned me on to this was they were called excerpts. And that was like the title conferred upon these people, and they are also pilots of these holy mecha that represent like a democratic concept or whatever, like like liberty or integrity or I don't know. Rigor, there we go.
That's one from
the shadow selves. The shadow selves to those people are Rebel Wilson and her siblings.
But the
Rebel, Ransom,
Megazord. No, but then the excerpts were such called because they had entire sentences as names. One of the player characters, her name is actually, they marked scars of light and pitch, born in fiercest purpose and beheld as the signet sealed upon our pact, but then everyone called her Signet. And they even came up with their own, like, special notation for these names. So, like, anytime on the wiki that they write Signet, it's not just Signet. It's got, like, these weird, like, little marks around it to let you know that that's the name of an excerpt, that's, like, the small piece of the larger name. And I was like, God damn, I love this, though. What if your name was just an entire sentence and it meant a lot, and you chose it?
And
anyway.
then you got a nickname from that, and it was like.
And then you got a nickname from it. It was just a word. These poor children named. No, listen, they gave themselves those names when they became mech pilot priests, so that was all on them. It's like choosing your pope name.
Yeah, they kind of put it on themselves.
I don't think we shame popes enough.
But just.
For choosing dumb names.
Your Pope name got me, but it did.
You know, that thing that everybody ends up doing.
Everyone does it.
You know, I could just become an anti-pope right now by declaring myself a pope.
Okay, Kit the anti-pope. But
Yeah,
what's
I'm
your
the
title
anti-pope.
then? Is it just anti-pope?
Excuse you, it's the anti-pope.
No, I want your name. I want your name to be. I want your
What?
name to be Andy.
Anti?
And then your surname to be.
That has
Popey.
different connotations.
No, your name is actually Andy Popeye.
Popeye.
So it's like anti-pope.
Anti-pope. Okay.
Oh, actually, no, scratch that. That was bad. But it's still Andy. But now your last name is Dope.
Andy
Thank you.
Dope.
Nice.
That's my papal name.
So
Andy
like,
Dope.
you're also in Ace Attorney.
Yes. Speaking of,
Yeah.
what a good segue.
You're welcome.
Everyone who
took
came
me
here
a
to
lot of
watch
work.
Ace Attorney.
I'm real proud of it.
I want everyone to know that Apollo believes in my ability to be the anti-pope. Clearly demonstrated right here. I just loaded the save. Speaking of dumbass religions.
Hey.
Rude.
Okay.
If you say
I believe in Andy Dope. How dare you call him a dumbass?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything for you, Andy Dope.
Going and paying $200, spending all this time and effort to change my name to Andy Dope. If you say you can do it, then I believe in you. Oh, right. We left off right in the middle of this conversation.
Yeah,
Oh.
so that way we could get back to it. It's just been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Hothead, I do not understand. If I fail, you will be put to death.
Speaking of religion and faith,
You'll be fucking died.
can they kill the Andy Pope? I don't think so. I know you collapsed during your previous attempt.
Oh
Oh,
God. I don't like watching this.
not again.
Baby. Someone catch her.
Uh,
Get a
He
quick
is
catch her.
not caught.
Like, just nobody even moved to get up at all.
Right?
So horrible.
Phoenix is standing there behind the bench with his arms at his sides.
He's T-posing.
He's like,
I just want at least one person to have even one of those really
Like-
highly competent staff members to just like have slid a pillow across the floor at just the right amount of time. Even that.
I love that. I can't even imagine how terrible it must have been for you, especially when you got that concussion from hitting your head on the floor.
She's like, I'm fine. What are you talking about?
Not to the back of my head. That's probably not good.
Yeah,
You
don't
need to
don't
see a
go take.
nurse.
I think you need to
take
stay
any
awake for
naps.
24 hours.
Yeah.
Nina was my nurse.
Oh.
Oh, speaking of Nana, you guys want to hear the other theory I thought?
Oh.
Sure.
Go ahead.
What is it?
I'm scared to say this.
Uh-oh.
I don't want it
Why?
to be true.
I'm gonna take a big hit off my vape so I don't say anything or giggle.
What if Dirk's already dead?
No, I've been thinking that too.
What if he's already dead and then
I've been thinking that too.
What if said that what if he's possessed thing, and so what if it's not Dirk, but it's like someone possessing him, not him, but like his soul
Someone channeling him.
And what if it's fucking
What if it's Amara? Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I.
So it brings up a great point, which is, but if Dirk is dead, then who was phone?
Me this whole time. I'm the true father you never had, Apollo.
Dad?
That's me, son. I'm Ren from the future.
Fight me in the future, Apollo!
We're crossing hairs now. We're crossing streams.
We're crossing so many wires. Well, oh shit. I was gonna say something. It's gone now forever. Whatever.
It's been 2 weeks, Becca. We forgot.
It's been 2 weeks since you looked at me.
Since we played Legally Ball.
No, sorry. So Becca, it was not what I think we may have sort of thought it, but like I was more of the school of thought that I was saying that Amara was alive, and then we were wondering, hey, what if Dirk's dead? Because he was like, he said that he was dying, but yeah, it wasn't. We didn't really bring it up properly as a theory. We kind of would like, hey, what are they? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so me thinking that maybe it's Amara, that's part of the thing that I haven't spoken up about. Does that make sense? I'm confused now. Whatever.
No. But despite the confusion in that.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You are willing to try again. I have faith in that conviction, in that courage.
My courage?
Ah, so she was doomed to fail if she didn't have the courage to perform the seance.
I like this song.
It is good.
Me too, it's a bop.
But it looks like she's got the determination to try again. Right, and that's a bet I'm willing to take, not a bit.
But as Mother said, I've erred in my insights as of late. Not only have I failed to reveal the truth, I've also contributed to false accusations. Knowing that, you still say that you believe in me?
Objection! I don't know why I got really aggressive with that. I wouldn't take stock in those words, your bratnevolence. They came from your bitch of a mom. Despite what she says, I don't think you've made any errors at all.
Huh?
You get a gold star.
You get 2, in fact. Actually, I'm giving you 1 for every trial we've done together in this country. In the trials I've been a part of here in Kurain, I would have never proven my client's innocence without your seances. Because even though they didn't always reflect the absolute truth, the insight they provided served as vital leads to finding the truth.
Vital leads? My seances?
Athena in the gallery, bored and eating popcorn.
Yeah.
I've already solved this whole thing, but are they asking me? No. Miles next year doing a Sudoku. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's doing a Sudoku so that he doesn't focus too hard on what's happening, lest he have a freak out.
A panic attack.
He starts paying too much attention and like snaps the lead on his pencil.
Oh dear.
And then he turns him another one.
Yeah. She's just like sharpening them off to the side until they're like nubs.
Yeah.
So please, your bratnevolence, try to perform the divination seance one more time.
Objection.
I forgot.
Yes, it's me, her bitch, her mother.
You called.
You called.
You called. Rafa, stop this madness. It is for your own good. You are ill prepared to face your father's death. Go, leave the sacred hall at once.
Did you not try and force her to face her father's death mere minutes ago?
Yes, I tested
What are you
her
trying to
and
hide,
she
lady?
failed.
What are you trying to hide, lady? Oh, she's trying to hide something.
No! What did you say? No. I said no, mother! Oh! For I am the royal priestess of Kurain! I have no need for you now.
Damn.
Wow.
Even if you do not need me, mother. Han and this Hall of Justice do.
He's my new big brother. I just adopted him.
He proved that to me by risking his own life. It is because of him that I now understand. The divination seance is my sacred duty. I must fulfill it no matter the risk.
Your benevolence.
Mother taught me that the divination seance was a mirror reflecting naught but the truth. But I began to have my doubts after Bob's head disproved the insights it offered. And now, I don't even know who or what to trust anymore. Father, Mother, even Nena. I had believed in them above all others. But I finally know now. I know in what I can trust. You know what? I'm not going to do a funny voice for this, okay?
I think there's a voiceover anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's her voiceover from now.
Yeah, okay. The royal priestess was to debate each seance with the presiding lawyer and prosecutor. So that it can be interpreted properly. That is how I believe trials here in Kurain should function.
Baby's forming her opinions. And they are well informed.
Therefore, the Hall of Justice needs me. It is my power that leads trials toward the truth. That is my sacred duty, and I will never shirk from it again.
That right there, your benevolence, is a product of what you've learned in your struggles so far. Truth that you realize with your own strength.
Phoenix, I thought Athena was the therapist.
Listen, I picked up a few things.
Not enough. Not enough. Shouts Athena.
Listen.
What about a qualification or two?
I'll work on it. Phoenix Googling therapist certification quick.
Can I get one in 2 seconds?
He could just borrow widget.
Are you suggesting fraud?
No.
Fraudulence.
As my sacred duty, I must ensure that it is fulfilled. I must have the courage and resolve to see it through.
Your Eminence, the royal priestess says she will conduct the divination seance. I see no grounds for you to forbid it. Unless, of course, you're worried that it might reveal something you find inconvenient.
Mother!
Came here to make sure there was no illegal balding happening. Nope, Empress! Listen, we keep things kosher here. How are you?
Yeah. I am done with letting you have your way!
Ooh.
Rafa,
You're grounded.
you would... No, I've already grounded her for life, and yet she still rebels. You would actually rebel against me, your mother and queen. Though I am scared to see my father's death, I must face my fear. That is what Hornhead has taught me here today.
Rafa. Yeah, how did I speedrun this relationship?
I am the royal
Whoa.
priestess Rafa Padma Kurain. And I am prepared to face my father's death.
I don't know why.
What a declaration. What a damn set.
To be extra traumatized.
I'm traumatized, but I'm fine! I'm Rafa Padma Kurain and I'm fine!
Apollo also taught her that right before this. Your Eminence. Sorry, Your Eminence. It seems the princess is more grown up than you thought.
Yes, Apollo taught me how to repress my emotions for a court trial.
Rafa.
Well then, let us proceed with the divination seance.
The victim's final moments. This should be interesting. I wonder what Inga's memories are going to show us.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Go off,
Imagine if
girl.
you had like a really embarrassing last few moments, like you're picking your nose in the mirror or something, and someone in the audience is like, "I knew he did that. He always lied about it."
Oh, has anyone done a Tangled AU with Rafa and Garon? Because they should.
Right? Like, like Gothel as Garon.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that would be great. That would be great. I'm all for it.
Like, I don't have the other parts figured out. It's just that's the same dynamic.
It doesn't have to be romance.
Doesn't have
it
to
can
be
just
a
found
romance. Yeah.
family.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just fucked up moms.
We got some fucked up moms in this house.
Yeah. Rafa
Apollo
deserves to have
comes
her
and
own
finds
little
her in the-
lantern thing.
Hmm?
You know that scene in Tangled with all the lanterns? Rafa
Oh my
deserves
god, yes. What if it's Apollo that comes and finds her? Instead of like having Maximus, it's actually just Clavier.
Yeah, Clavier and Apollo.
He rides Clavier?
Switch them
Whoa.
Apollo is more Maximus than
Yeah,
Eugene.
yeah. Clavier is like, oh, well, I must have a new song. I have heard of this dollar. This will be good inspiration.
Then Apollo's after him like, "You bitch! You bitch!"
Oh, hi, Adam.
Hi.
Welcome back.
I need to draw this actually.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Bubbles.
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 Bubbles. Grapes?
See what I
Incense.
mean? Like it could be
Sour.
anything. It's like, I knew this bitch drank.
Sour.
You always said he did.
Sour.
Wow, is he putting a freaking
He nodded.
bottle
Footsteps.
of wine in the temple?
Damn, that incense must have
grape
smelled
juice.
strong. He cannot stop thinking about it.
Man's voice.
I mean, have you been around incense though?
No,
Because
that's
it
what-
is.
I mean, yeah. That's all you can think of.
Yeah.
Man's voice.
Pain!
Incense still there.
Footsteps.
still.
Incense. His last thoughts were of incense. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Oh.
Faceless.
Faceless, though.
Shoot. Shoot me. Explosion.
Explosion.
Laughter.
What?
Whoa.
Oh! I knew he got freaking stabbed from behind. Wait, no. No, because then why would Dirk have the... Sorry.
All good. What in the...
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack here. What the fuck?
A faceless being?
What the fuck? His face, it's just like... that picture of the founder.
Cause it wasn't Dirk. I
think that's the last thing anyone expected to see.
Oh, Father, what was it? What was it you saw?
I love that they're playing this song again in the background. I fucking love it. Though, honestly, I think it's just...
Oh my god.
Oh?
You know how you said that Inga, he has like face blindness or whatever, probably, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if we then are going to use his notes to determine who it is that is actually in front of him? Because say, for example, I mean, Dirk does have like a dot on his forehead, right? But it's a dot and not a diamond. So I think maybe we have to look closer at it in the memory, and maybe that will determine something.
Possibly.
Sorry, I'm jamming.
You're avoiding speaking. I know what you're doing.
I'm just jamming. What?
Are we to
I mean, this is a great
understand
song.
that this was the last thing the victim saw?
Yes, there can be no mistake. That was what my father himself witnessed.
How very strange. You don't suppose the Holy Mother possessed the accused and slew Minister Inga for planning a coup?
I love him.
Damn.
The divine wrath of the Holy Mother. Oh, Holy Mother, we're ever grateful for your blessings.
Thank you for killing that guy.
God.
Talk about a sharp left turn into the Twilight Zone. You know, there's one thing in there that caught my attention. One?
There's a lot of things catching my attention,
So much
dude.
was happening.
After.
That laugh. Who does it belong to, and why would they laugh?
You're
Who
laughing.
knows? Though I suppose it could be Dirk after he slew my husband.
Uh-huh. But that figure didn't even have a mouth. Oh,
How could they have laughed?
how could they have laughed if they didn't have a mouth?
How could they have laughed, Quran, if they didn't have a mouth? Huh?
I like he's gone straight from, like, even just assuming maybe it was someone with a mask that didn't have a mouth in it, to, no, they literally had no mouth, and they had to have laughed.
I have no,
I have no mouth, but I
mouth.
must laugh.
But I must laugh.
Yeah.
Same
Hate.
brain.
Let
What
me
that
tell you
mouth
how
do?
much I hate.
What that mouth do? It laughed.
Nothing. It don't
This-
laugh.
I think we're done here, lawyer.
How so?
You claimed that Minister Inga was stabbed in his private quarters.
I was reading that sentence, and my brain autofilled
Uh-oh.
corners with parts.
Oh?
Which
And I was
part?
like, excuse me?
When did I say that?
They stabbed him in the dick!
You said he got stabbed in his dick.
You said he got stabbed in his dick, but actually, he was stabbed in his butt. So.
Actually, it was his balls.
Oh my
They're more
god.
private. He didn't have
He would've
VIP
needed
access, so he
stronger
stabbed.
back medication
Question-
for that.
Question: has anyone? I'm curious because my coworkers keep bringing this up because we keep having to go back to Omaha, Nebraska. But has anybody had oh fuck, what do they call them? Rocky Mountain oysters.
I have heard of them, but I haven't had
No,
them.
I have not.
No.
What I'm asking is, has anybody eaten bull testicles?
No.
No.
Okay.
And I don't really plan on it.
Me
Oh.
neither.
A prairie oyster is a hangover remedy that involves a raw egg. And I
Ew.
think Tabasco sauce or Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, it's nasty. Don't drink a prairie oyster. Just have a big filling breakfast if you have a hangover and take some ibuprofen. Drink water. Not in can. Oh, are prairie oysters your guys' equivalent of Rocky Mountain oysters? I mean, also drink responsibly, but sometimes, shit,
you
life
have that
happens.
thing that I've seen in K-dramas where they like get little hangover remedy from like the convenience store and just shot it.
Oh, that's vitamin bottles, Ren.
Yeah.
They have a lot of those. You just down those.
Or
I thought they were like
Yeah.
a natural remedy, like almost like, you know, how they have like a certain ingredient that they.
Some of them are, but a lot of them are just like pure concentrated vitamin juice, and they taste awful.
Oh, I bet from the way that the face that they make after they do it.
Yeah, I specifically, the only time I had them, besides like having some mix packets that you would mix in like hot water or something, was specifically, it was me going to the real estate agent's office with my boss, who was doing all the talking, but I was offered a vitamin bottle because they had those instead of like coffee or tea. They just gave that to me and I was sipping it. I was like, I can't make a face. I really can't make a face when I drink this. I just have to accept it.
A test of strength.
Yeah.
Mac, what were you gonna say?
Oh, well, I don't remember, but I now have to say that in the Vitamin D episode of Glee, there is a great moment of people not knowing how video games work because Finn is playing a game and he's like, I was feeling so bad today, I lost on level 1. Level 1. And he's playing Halo. Like, it shows, like, Master Chief dying. It's just like, what are you talking about? Like,
oh, they really don't fucking know.
Wow.
That's not what that game is.
Level 1.
Like, what are you talking about? But that's still one of the best episodes of Glee.
Incredible.
Low bar, but,
Yeah. Okay. Let's continue.
And, feeling no pain, went to the tomb where he eventually fell dead. But this seance vision proves he was stabbed in the tomb, and felt great pain, no less.
Did you see a knife?
Did you see that loading symbol? They had to. They were like, "Oh, we gotta load in Apollo's massive amounts of disappointment right now." Oh,
it's too much. Too much. We have to like get in the big guns.
Yeah.
Therefore, as I asserted all along, it was the accused who stabbed the minister in the tomb.
Ah! Everything just backfired big time. Wow. Ron has the devil's own luck, doesn't she? I've never heard that
everyone
phrase.
like ignore the rest of the seance.
He has more like a pocket sand ability.
Yeah, he literally goes, God's pocket sand.
Yeah!
Yes, your eminence!
Now Rafa's just like, Mother, shut the fuck up. Now then, I shall give voice to the soul of the deceased. Listen well and heed these words.
Imagine Inga opening his mouth and he just sounds like Rafa.
At around 3 p.m., my father was waiting in the tomb to make the hostage exchange. He was drinking grape juice while gazing upon the picture of the Holy Mother.
Grape juice.
Yeah.
He had
That's what
been
they're calling
waiting
it.
vigilantly when suddenly he heard Dirk's voice.
I need the stenographer to just like put in brackets after grape juice. Wine.
Yeah.
Wine.
It's okay. Rafe is like 14.
I know. That's why they're doing it. They're like, yeah, she's 14.
He was drinking grapey juice.
He's a sheltered 14-year-old.
Uh-huh. The next moment, he was stabbed in the back and collapsed. My father tried to shoot his attacker, but he missed, and the attacker let out a laugh.
One, we don't know if he missed because the eyes closed before he could do that, or he could see that.
True.
Two, who knows if there's actually only one other person in there, because also we heard footsteps before he even like got up, or rather when he was, before he got up, and then the footsteps continued before he was stabbed.
Oh, did they? Yeah, we'll have to go back to that part and pay attention to the footsteps. I was so distracted by the incense the whole time.
Yeah, me too. I was just like, wow, it's not going away.
Yeah, well, it still smells like incense. So what now, Mr. Wright? I'm a dummy. It's up to us to knock holes in Rafe's interpretations of Inga's memories. In other words, we need to prove that her understanding of them could be mistaken. Okay, I'll give it a try. It's true, he has not lawyered in this country yet. Okay, at around 3 p.m. Okay, let's rewatch this. So, the wine was sour. Interesting.
Did he just smell it?
I mean, yeah.
He nodded.
No, I mean, it's
poison, you know? Sour.
Like, that's probably his footsteps.
Maybe.
And then there's a man's voice.
A man's voice, there was footsteps. It's interesting that he did not turn around at the man's voice.
Exactly. I think he already knew that somebody else was there.
And footsteps walking away, but then somehow
he's there.
Dirk
right
is in front of him.
And blood is already on his coat.
On his back. Yep.
Yeah. Did they... Laughter. Also, the explosion is interesting to me. Because, like, is that necessarily the same as a gunshot?
Also, what book is he looking at? Exactly.
Is he looking at the, hold on, I think I can. Can I not?
Maybe it's not important.
How
in
to
terms
go back?
Of the insight. Ooh.
Okay. There was explosion and then laughter.
Can you guys hear the laughter, by the way?
No.
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 It's just told. We never get to hear actual voices.
I was just wondering if it was me with my stream volume lower, and I wasn't hearing it. But...
Here, I'll supply it. You're dead.
I mean,
You're
we
dead.
can dub it in. We can dub it in.
Yeah. Okay, stabbed from behind. Blood loss from the stab wound in his back. Inga's button discovered in the ashes of the tomb's incense burners caked in soot. Again, how did it end up there? Pink butterfly pendant stained with blood. Blood stain from Amara's tomb. It's Dirk's blood. The painkiller shots. His notebook with the characteristics.
So weird that that's Dirk's blood, and yet we didn't really see if he was shot or anything.
Is this going to be the explosion that he heard?
Mm-hmm.
With the chains coming off the... Oh, yeah. Was that always suspended?
I think it was, yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm wondering if to prove that it happened at a different time than they say it happened, the firecracker is actually the explosion.
Because Ray said 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Rather than 2. But if it happened around 2, that would be really good to know, because it also depends on when she said that Nana was around. Like, she last saw Nana.
We don't have a lot here on other than the statement.
She said that Nana she saw her between 2 and 3.
Yeah. Because Shadow stole Nana's hat at 2. Okay. Whoa. I just looked up the solution to this first part because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is happening here.
Is it about the explosion?
No.
Oh.
Okay. 3 p.m. My father was waiting at the tomb to make the hostage. Man's voice. How do I pause it again?
Pause is at the top.
Oh, thank you. Good God.
Footsteps.
This makes sense, right? She says he had been waiting vigilantly when suddenly he heard Dirk's voice, and we had mentioned like he hadn't turned around when he heard that voice, so clearly it was someone he was expecting, or someone he was familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
And
wait, I might be going ahead here, but with the footsteps, right? So they're the footsteps obviously coming towards him, and then suddenly, quote unquote, Dirk is there, but then you hear footsteps fading away, but then there's also the trail of blood that is obviously Dirk's.
Yeah.
So we could then say that's actually Dirk leaving.
Oh, I see what
mean?
you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know if that's for now though, or if it's meant to be later, but
I don't know if it'll be section.
Yeah.
Your Brett Nevelance, there seems to be an inconsistency in your interpretation.
An inconsistency? Where?
Minister Inca is far too relaxed for what was supposedly about to take place. When he heard the voice you claim is Dirk's, he didn't seem the least bit alarmed. He just kept looking at the picture of the founder. That's strange, right? He was waiting for Dirk to arrive with the founder's orb. But when he heard that voice, he didn't even turn to look at it. Don't you think he would have been worried about being attacked from behind?
Then whose voice was it?
It was likely someone whose presence wouldn't have alarmed him. Someone like a friend. They were lovers.
Objection. But there was no third party at the scene of the crime. Therefore, the voice can only have belonged to Dirk.
Manhook, handhook, car door, gun!
Manhook, handhook, car door, gun!
That's one of my favorite of those, like, stupid creepypasta.
Yeah!
I could reread it all the time. It's so funny. The voice of a third party who wasn't there in the tomb. Apollo, don't we have something that could reveal the owner of the mystery voice? You know, I think we do. Something that Inga had while he was waiting for Dirk. With it, we might just be able to figure out whose voice it was. I believe we can identify the male voice Minister Inga heard with this. Oh right, he was on the phone.
Phone!
Yeah.
But who was phone?
But who was phone? That's my father's.
Whoops. I know this must be hard for you, but could you please take a look at this photograph?
10 out of 10.
Thank you. There's something here that can point us toward the identity of the voice. It was the knife he was carrying. This is the real source of the man's voice. A knife! Right. I believe that the voice that the minister heard was of a call on this cell phone.
I see. Well, that certainly makes sense. What is your eminence's view on the matter?
I concede the possibility.
Wow.
And it seems I must refine my vision.
Refine it, girl. Subordinate's voice. You used to call me on my cell phone.
Please don't use that tone with my father calling someone on the cell.
But you brought benevolence. I definitely heard that was his ringtone, though.
I didn't know he was a Drake fan.
He wasn't. He thought it was funny and was trying to connect with you, but then he realized you didn't really know about internet culture, so he did tell you because he thought.
I have I have a. Hey, is Twitter still Twitter?
Oh no, they changed it to X yesterday.
Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know as much as I think. Anyway, it appears that the voice belonged to one of my father's subordinates.
Yeah, because you're too busy asking if people have games on their phone.
Be nice to her benevolence. She was conducting a survey.
Yes, exactly.
Your father didn't have friends. He had subordinates.
This is why I corrected. I knew he didn't have friends. Goodness. Sorry, Donna.
Belladonna.
Belladonna, I take
Belladonna.
No, you don't take her.
I take her.
Sorry, baby. I didn't know you were right there, and I nudged you with my foot. Hi.
You kick Donna?
You kick her like the football?
Jail!
1,000 years!
We gotta take a Dissipi, y'all.
Shush.
Listen, Deej is the one that said we gotta take a Dissipi.
Kit, I have a theory.
Oh wait, did you literally Deej! Deej, how could you?
Kit, I have a theory.
Uh-huh.
What if we're the Jerrys?
Is it a game theory?
It is. What if we're both the Jerrys?
Also,
all along.
Excuse me, Nana has told me all about the Google.
And then Nayuna just responds back, yes, the Google. Have you also looked at the Fache book?
Oh, I'm not really a fan of the Fache book.
Right. Have you heard of the Instagram?
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yes, I've heard of the Instagram.
That's
It was
terrifying.
named after your mother, actually. In her
Yes,
honor.
I know.
Instead of a social media app, I imagined, those little sea monkeys that you put in water and they absorb and they expand.
Why are you going sea monkeys?
Oh, I get it. You mean like a Garan?
Instagram.
That's an Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put her in the. You put her in.
You just
hot
add water.
like a pair of packet noodles, and she's there.
H2O, just add water.
I was thinking you could do chia.
Chia.
Yeah.
Regularly scheduled program.
Yeah. Oh, why do you suppose he was talking to one of them then?
My father had members of the secret police positioned throughout the palace.
Terrifying.
They were supposed to contact him as soon as they saw Dirk and the rest of you. They told me.
Oh,
They're not very secretive, are they?
Well, I'm special.
You are.
You are.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Your benevolence, I believe you have an insight to revise. Update.
I know, Bob's head. Don't presume to tell me how to do my duty. You're not the boss of me.
I was about to make a joke about version control using GitHub lingo for programming to make a joke specifically aimed at Becca, and then I forgot all the lingo immediately. I know. I just now all I can think about is branches and forks.
Sound like a dad.
I do.
I appreciate you making a joke for exactly one person.
I was like, I thought about it, and I was like, oh, this would be such a funny joke if I were back in 2014 and still in college. Wait, Becca's a programmer. Becca would, and then I completely forgot all the background knowledge to make it.
Tragic.
There's a joke there though about pushing your updates to the main. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the main. There's your main branch, and then there's the other branches that you can create whenever you. I believe it's clone the
existing.
The existing thing. Or no, because cloning is different than having different branches. Because cloning, it just makes like a copy. But there are different branches that you can edit. What's the word? Like on your own computer or whatever. That won't update the main thing, so that you can play around with it and fuck shit up. Probably, but it won't actually affect the overall application.
And if you get it right, then you can push it to the main branch, and then the changes you made become added to the main branch. That's how programming works, everyone.
Yeah.
You have branches.
Constantly just like
go out,
making new branches and
and then pushing them, and then you're trying to troubleshoot for like 12 hours why your push keeps failing.
12 hours is kind, but yeah.
If you're lucky, it's 12 hours. Anyway. Yeah. That's a little bit of programmer humor for you guys. If I get Mac to laugh, I did it. It's good. I won.
You win.
Congratulations. Here is a sticker in the shape of Mac.
Oh, can I get one?
Honestly? Yeah, give me some.
Of course you can! You're Mac! And then I'm just gonna stamp it right on your forehead.
Oh, please don't.
Oh
no.
It's already done. I'm sorry.
I don't know why, but I just cannot take the feeling of a sticker on my skin.
Oh no!
Now that I've heard that, I'm gonna move it.
Clapping your hand, shaking your hand. Never liked it. Hate it.
I'm gonna take it off your forehead and I'll put it on your shirt.
You can put it on my binder. Oh, not binder. I meant I don't really need them, but things you put folders in.
Yeah, I was wait, Max, you've gotten surgery.
The swerve on that was great.
A paper binder and not a human binder.
Yeah. My binder's made out of humans.
Just like Enki and Karian. That was another specific joke.
That was. Yes, Enki
winning, son?
and Karian is trans.
I'm winning. I'm gonna target a joke at everyone specifically for something that only they are interested in or know about.
That was mine.
Yeah, that one was for Rand and also for Kit. I'm still working on Max and Ren's, but we'll get to it.
Oh, am I on the list? You don't know yet. Okay. That was genuine. I was just whoa.
I started as soon as you started replying, I took a big sip of my beer.
Oh, okay.
You took it to sippy, so.
I took it to sippy, so. Yeah.
Huge sippy. This was the biggest sippy you've ever taken in your life. So much that Ren thought that her tone was off.
So the voice was coming from the phone. That's good to know. But there might have been other sounds coming from the phone. Sounds that could be clues. Oh, right. Okay, this is how the explosion sound happens. Because
this is who phone was.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to hear a firecracker go off inside a building. But if he was on the phone with a subordinate who was out in the courtyard when the firecracker went off, then it would have come through the phone and he would have heard the explosion.
Yes. Download a firecracker.
You want to download an explosion?
Hi, Panda.
He has like several MP3 files, and they're all sound effects.
It makes me
That's
think
what he listens to. He's like, hey, Dad, what are you listening to? Oh,
Oh, just air horn. Air horn number 23.
I mean,
actually,
good old
okay.
days.
I just watched a movie where I won't get too into it, but basically there's a scene where this girl takes the audio of like a snuff film and then just listens to it. Like she's just an absolute freak and like just goes to sleep with it. And I remember watching it with my mom and I was just like, this chick sucks. What is wrong with her?
Sucks.
That is what a real dream girl is. That's who it really is.
Yeah, that's the manic pixie
And
girl.
those little men in those indie films are too afraid to really face that.
get you a girl who listens to snuff films on the bus.
Jesus. Good lord.
It's a good movie.
I'm
Oh, was it?
I'm just like, what is the film, Mac?
Oh, it's called Thesis. It's Spanish movie about a girl doing her thesis is on like violence, but she's actually kind of like weirdly obsessed with it. But the movie kind of loses the plot. But my mom really liked it, so that made me. If I watched it by myself, I probably would have given it 1 star. But since my mom likes it so much, I'll give it 3 stars.
Oh,
that's nice of you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to do that balance when something is about such and such thing where it's like, okay, what's the point of this? Are you trying to say something about it, or are you just trying to make a spectacle?
Well, yeah, and if it was actually more about just that plot, that'd be great, but there's this whole conspiracy that ends up happening,
Oh.
and you think the movie ends 5 different times, but nope, it's still going.
I hate
God.
that.
I swear my
hate
mom
that.
kept being like, I swear, this movie's really good. So I was like, it's really good, Mom, I like it.
I'm just imagining you getting really close to like the DVD. It's not. I know it's online, but you know what I mean. And just going real
Yeah.
close to it and like, you're lucky my mom likes you, bitch. I give you 1
Literally.
star.
Okay. Let's take another look at Rafa's insights and really focus on the various sensations. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Okay, so at around 3 p.m., my father was waiting in the tomb to make the hostages. He was drinking grape juice while gazing upon the picture of the Holy Mother. My father then took a call from a subordinate at the palace. The next moment, he was stabbed in the back and collapsed. My father tried to shoot his attacker, but he missed, and the attacker let out a laugh. What if the laugh also came from the phone, honestly?
Yeah.
Lions roar.
Yeah.
Dogs bark. Poon.
Poon!
Poon.
Poon?
Poon. Poo. Poop. Poopy.
What?
You're just like, you sound like my niece.
Poopy. Poopy butt.
My 5-year-old niece.
Poopy. Poopy big butt.
She has the range. She talks about poopy and she talks about accessories.
She does.
Mhm.
I told her about a little nursery rhyme in Italian, and she goes, I don't like that, that's poopy.
She has the great makings of a weird girl.
She does.
Oh, she does.
You're a weird
She's
girl.
100% will be a weird girl. I'm telling you. And I love her so much for it.
A woman of culture. Oh, you're
She
so
is.
right. How did I not... Was this just not there before?
The lion's roar, or the subordinates.
The lion's roar.
No,
Yeah,
that
I
was
don't
there when,
remember
like,
that.
it was, when you were listening to the, like, now, lion's roar and then dog's bark came up.
Oh. Okay.
And you know what's funny? I'm not even fully looking at the screen. I'm just a weirdo. He's like, whoa.
I'm just a weirdo. I
I'm a
don't
weirdo.
belong
I'm a
here.
weird person, Betty. People don't like me. My name's Jughead.
I can't believe that ended.
Right?
I didn't even know until
With
I didn't even know what
polyamory, too.
happened.
That's all I
I
know
didn't
what
even-
happened. That's all that I know that happened.
I only know that it ended because someone recognized that it was the same bridge that Supernatural was filmed on.
Really?
Yeah.
All I know, okay, so I've actually watched a decent amount of Riverdale, but honestly, I want to go back and start trying to watch it all again because it's such a fucking wild show.
I like
and it's
seeing
so dumb and it's so.
I love
fun.
the recap videos that people like make, the meme ones. I watch those. I don't watch. I will not watch it though. It's just it would. I think it will delete my brain cells probably.
No, here's the thing, Ren. We gotta watch it sometime.
Okay, if I watch it with you, I will.
Okay.
If it's by myself, though, fucking no way.
Because let me tell you, they have serial killer genes. In that show, I think someone has a conversation with death. There's obviously the iconic. I dropped out of school in the 4th grade to run drugs to help my nana. Then you haven't known the epic highs and lows of high school football.
Oh, actually, this is not Riverdale related, but speaking of watching things, Ren, when the Cherry Magic anime comes out, we should watch it.
There's an anime?
Apparently there's an anime announcement.
Oh my fucking god.
I hate to break it to you, benevolence, but you misinterpreted something again. Why are we being so mean to her?
This is just an average.
Again?
This is an average literature class.
Smooth move, Apollo. I think you just hurt her feelings. Belladonna.
Oh, baby. I might need to go quickly to give her a greenie to appease her.
She may put on a brave face, but she feels more than she lets on. Let me rephrase that, your benevolence. Your interpretation of your father's phone call to his subordinate at the palace is inconsistent with his final memory.
What do you mean by that? I don't know.
Oh, Ren.
I keep accidentally doing it. I don't mean to. My brain's too fast. I'm like, shut up.
No, I feel you. A lion's roar could be heard over the phone. Don't you find that strange? You claimed the call was with someone at the palace.
What if it's actually just
it's
that
clearly
one
a war
lion that actually has a tiger's roar, but like from the beginning of those movies, what's MG? What's his name? Lion?
Oh, the lion. Yeah, the MG.
Yeah.
Lion.
What if someone's just watching a movie?
It was that bird, wasn't it?
Nah, it was a tiger. I'm pretty sure.
Well, no. Ren's talking about IRL, the MGM opening where they play that lion roaring.
I was just saying, isn't that what it is? Sorry, I was
but I'm with you, Mac. I think it's actually the warbad, that bird.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the warbad. It does that. That's true.
I mean, yes, good call, Mac. Good call.
It's jump scared the characters in this game like twice already. So
yeah.
It's like the stupidest plot device ever.
Yeah.
We remember it.
We have a bird that imitates sounds.
Anyone on Discord, this is your last chance to see Donna.
Oh, Donna! Wait, hold on!
Wait, hold on.
Donna. Oh!
Wait, hang on, it's not loading. No,
it's Belladonna!
No,
I see her.
Oh my god, she looks so beautiful. Hello, little
single
lady.
eye just peeking through.
Oh, now you see Mother.
She's thinking. She's thinking. Sorry to everyone on the stream. Just imagine the most beautiful little black cat you've ever seen. Oh,
there are two cuties on screen.
This is true.
This is true. Yeah, imagine the cutest person, and then imagine the cutest little black cat. What a Belladonna.
So cute.
Oh, she's so elegant.
She's having
her tail is like twitching.
She's full of violence.
She's thinking so hard about something. I can see it.
Those gears are a turning. She's thinking about the meaning of life right now.
Yeah.
She is.
And I think she thinks the meaning of life is head scritches and greenies.
Yes.
Yeah.
What beautiful. I would go get the boys, but they've been evil today.
Yeah.
Isn't that every day?
They're too full of beans.
They're too full of beans today. Oh, well. Okay. But let me ask you. You keep lions there? Didn't think so.
Beautiful line.
Checkmate, liberals.
No. The only animals in the palace are little birdies and my pet frog.
God, I love her.
Birdies and my pet frog!
I didn't think I could love her more.
She's
I do now.
selfless.
Daughter of all time. Okay. I can't pit two queens against each other. I was about to say, but wait, Trucy is daughter of all time.
There's many different flavors of daughter.
It's true.
Yeah, there can be two daughters.
There are so many different categories of
There
daughter
can
of
be
all
three
time.
daughters, because Athena's there
three.
too.
It's true.
There too.
There's a
Kids
gaggle of
cats,
daughters.
the kid
There's
cats.
a whole gaggle of
That's the scientific word.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a gaggle of daughters. Wait, the giant one in front of the minister's house is her pet?
Or a giggle of daughters.
I was going to say that they're a gaggle because they make us giggle.
Aww.
Mm-hmm. Besides, there aren't any lions in Korain. We don't even have any zoos. A rather sad state of affairs, I'm afraid.
Aww. Let her go to a zoo. Well, I remember hearing a sound like that. The lion's roar coming from the phone is actually something hanging out in the bazaar.
Bizarre.
Isn't that the cry of the warbat over in the bazaar?
Ah!
Your brat Nevelins, do you think you can clarify the voice for me?
Very well. I will now attempt to further refine my vision.
Why didn't you do that from the get?
Yeah. Okay, warbat's cry.
What's this?
How, okay. Just as I suspected, it was the call of a warbat. That means the subordinate Minister Inga was talking to was in the bazaar, not the palace.
Why is it important where the call came from? What significance could it have?
Because the call was coming from inside the house!
I thought you said it was coming from the bazaar.
I was making a joke!
I don't understand that joke.
You haven't seen any classic horror movie? I actually don't know what horror movie that is from.
Inga is
Stranger
actually
Calls.
really good at impressions.
A Stranger
Stranger
Calls?
Calls.
Incredible.
Oh wait, actually, second. There is also like a stage play called A Stranger Calls.
Whoa.
Is that?
It's When a Stranger Calls.
Ah.
I think it's A Stranger Calls. Also,
I wanna
Christmas,
see
I think,
that
has
one.
a scene like that.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's true. Damn,
I'll look it
good
up.
on Black Christmas.
Oh, is it from an
It was
urban
good.
legend?
Pretty sure it happened in a movie though.
Yeah, I thought
And
that was a
then-
line in a movie, because it's like the police are tracing the call
Yeah, When a Stranger Calls
when a stranger calls. Okay.
from 1979.
Wow, that's older. Okay.
Mhm.
I really want to watch that. She's right. Is it important to know where the call was made from? I think it's got to be important because we're pointing it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because that also helps us determine what time the murder actually took place at. It's actually very important. Knowing that the person on the other end was at the bazaar means that the loud explosion might not have been the sound of a gunshot. Oh, hell yeah, here we go.
But I can think of no other item that makes such a noise in the area.
Go ahead, Apollo. Tell her. I'll let you have this one. As a treat. Tell Rafa the real source of that sound. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna assume you know. Will do, you bitch.
Well, Hornhead, I'm waiting. What was the true source of that explosive sound?
Clearly it was Albie's alibi. Present. Take that!
What is that?
It's a little story written by a little boy.
Yes, I can see by the penmanship.
A very cute little boy. Our favorite boy.
The sweetest, favoritist boy there is.
With the most adorablest little puppy dog.
Every time I see his puppy dog, I melt. It's Albie your guide's statement. In it, he claims that Dad's a rebel threw a firecracker at him while he was at the bazaar.
Then...
I don't know why I'm having such trouble talking now. Yes, the sound heard over the phone was a firecracker exploding.
Ah!
Objection. And yet, a bullet was found at the scene of the crime.
It could have been shot later.
A bullet fired from Minister Inga's gun. How do you explain that?
Time. Well, we don't know whether it was fired during the course of the crime, right? Or do you have evidence that proves when the pistol was discharged?
Huh. No, I have none.
Wait a second. That loud bang was a firecracker. And could that laugh at the end have been That's a Rebel's laugh? No, it can't be. Oh, it can, and it is. The laugh came from none other than the Joker who got a kick out of startling Albie with his dragon snot snaps.
That's...
That happy-go-lucky That's a Rebel.
What?
Someone should really put a leash on that guy. Whoa! Okay, Phoenix, didn't know you felt that way.
I shudder to think how one man can be the cause of so much trouble.
He loves it.
Hey there, AJ, PW. Y'all can thank me later.
Oh,
I'm sure
I'm
if
so
he-
happy that he laughed over Inga's death.
Yeah. If he hadn't, we'd be totally stuck, so.
Uh-huh.
No one asked for your commentary, Mr. Rebel.
I did.
Your benevolence, do you need to revise your insight?
It would appear so.
And now we have enough evidence to be like, the 3 p.m. thing isn't right. True source of that loud bang was the firecracker Dats threw. The final laugh belonged to none other than Dats himself. Dats is a wanted criminal. Yeah, he escaped from jail. Well, this changes everything. Let's go over the details of Rafa's insight again. Okay. I think I've got this down now. Time to find another inconsistency. He's wanted for commentary in this video. Okay, so we're gonna point out the explosion. Which here. Okay. Select explosion. Objection. Me when I drink pouring liquid directly onto my nose, sir. You good? Your benevolence. There's a glaring problem with this insight. Sorry, I keep forgetting my fucking voice. You stated. Yes. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was about to say, yes, your voice changes, but to be honest, my voice has fluctuated quite a bit in this video, so it's okay.
Okay. As long as I'm not alone. His voice is only trying to chill out. He's becoming a person. The tea is finally done wreaking havoc on his vocal cords.
It's settling.
His voice is finally settling.
I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, me too. He's come so long. No, so far. Whatever.
What?
Writing down that timestamp.
I can feel it every time you do, Ren.
Wow, our telepathic bond grows stronger every day.
Yeah. It's like when someone's talking about you and you sneeze or your nose itches. But we've been cultivating it over years.
Yes.
Soon we'll rule the world. You stated that the murder happened around 3 p.m. There goes my voice.
Tea afterwards.
Yeah. Which is right around the time my client arrived on the scene. However, now that we know what the source of the loud bang is, your insight conflicts with a certain piece of evidence.
I suppose I have to ask the obvious here. What evidence conflicts with the claim that the murder occurred at 3 p.m.?
Albie's statement. Is that how it happened at 2 p.m.? I have to ask a stupid question. Go for it. Hi, Maine!
Maine!
Dat,
Your guide statement again?
Dat, who was on the plane with us, and Dirk. You've got a fucking point. People hop around a lot. Instead, gets off the plane, goes and makes firecrackers and sets them off. Yeah. You have a fucking point. While we are apparently racing to the fucking tomb for the hostage exchange, yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he actually went off to get, like, if he went there to go to the hideout to get stuff, and Dad's being Dad's, it's just like, what if I just set off a firecracker? Like,
wait,
right now.
I've got it. Do y'all remember that they mentioned what Datz's background was in, and it was that he was like a paratrooper?
Oh, yeah.
He just jumped out of the plane, actually. He jumped out of the plane, that's why he was able to do this an hour before everyone else. Yes! I know that's not... They clearly did not think a lot of the timing and placement of these characters through, because we also experienced that with Phoenix and Miles were in the palace investigating when they heard the big commotion that was Apollo and Athena getting chased around, but then Apollo and Athena like immediately went into the hideout and they were already there. So it's the timing is all over the place.
Yeah, and then we didn't even find out what Apollo and Athena were doing for the time that we were with Phoenix and Edward and stuff. So I'm just what was the point? you know?
Good God. Anyway.
I'll be your guide statement again.
Yes, because to summarize what he said, at around 2 p.m., Shadow was surprised by a firecracker and ran into the palace courtyard.
Around 2 p.m.?
That's right, 2 p.m., not 3 p.m.
Are you suggesting? Oh, I love her sprite here.
Yeah, I love her little eye twitch.
Twitch.
Girl, you need to eat more bananas.
She needs magnesium in her diet.
We are doing great, man. Thank you. How fucking far did Shadow run? So far.
So fucking far.
Sir's like, we're suffering. I'm like, we're doing great. I'm doing awesome.
I will say, could we take a break soon?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Let's get to the next statement. Okay.
Okie dokie.
I think you know where I'm going with this. Datz's laugh, the cry of the warbad, and the bang of the firecracker were all heard right before ministering his death. Thanks to Albie's statement, we can put a definitive timestamp on all these sounds. Therefore... you're on the wrong side of the screen. What? Oh, what? Oh, I think Jerry's messing with me. Yeah, this is the right side for Legally Bald. Legally Bald has a different scene than normals. Come on, G.
Sorry, I just thought of Legally Bald.
Also, hi, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
What this vision shows is that it's extremely likely that the deceased's final moments were at 2 rather than 3 as we had originally thought.
Dare I ask?
It means the murder took place a full hour before Dirk entered the tomb.
But Pakunka!
Oh. How can this be?
Oh, she is. She's in with me.
Sorry. You're good.
Okay, close it. Donna's coming. I did.
Cool. Are you saying that I, the very personification of the law, have been mistaken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you!
Fuck you back.
Her complete arrogance at being like the very personification of the law.
Like, I am perfection.
I took a drink as I was reading that.
You know,
I almost spit it out.
If this was filmed in this universe, that would become a meme.
Yeah, absolutely. that screenshot of the GIF set with the caption going everywhere. It's the new reaction image.
Yeah.
I am the law. Whoa. Oh, she knocked her nails off.
Damn.
Whoa!
Press-ons.
Girl, you need a better manicurist. Jesus.
Come on, you're the queen.
Yeah, you can afford it. Now you see why justice will always prevail. Justice with a capital J. Just, oh my god, being spammed.
Peace! Peace, I say! Now then, defense. I must remind you that the figure of the accused was clearly shown in the vision. How do you explain that?
I wouldn't say it was clearly shown. After all, the figure didn't actually have a face.
Ah, you're absolutely right. Without a face, we can't be certain of who it was.
Furthermore, need I remind you that if the vision is from 2 p.m., Dirk was still with me and Mr. Wright. Which means this faceless figure couldn't possibly be him.
So then, what are we to make of this 1 hour difference?
Wait! 2 o'clock? That's when...
Oh!
My mother was performing the rite of channeling.
What? Oh yeah, you're here.
Sorry, it's been hot.
I have been quiet for this entire time. I forgot I was here, even.
I think he was dissociating.
I was, in fact, dissociating. The palace guards had all been reassigned to guard the channeling chamber for the rite. Don't tell me.
2 o'clock? That's when Andy Griffith reruns are on. They were watching Andy Griffith.
I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
A royal residence. It would have been virtually unguarded.
It's an old, like, TV show, American TV show run. Old, like, I think the 50s. Oh, wait. It might have been the 60s. Which means the real killer could have easily slipped unseen into Amara's tomb.
Defense! Are you saying? that this is someone disguised as the accused, but that can't happen.
Wait, do you guys also have a rule?
People can have more than one costume. We see this with her fucking eminence.
No, she just removes part of her costume. It's fine.
It was underneath the whole time. Technically, she's been wearing it this whole time. This can't be true.
Alan's parents watch Andy Griffith all the time. Amazing.
Yeah, like not even kidding. Like probably every day.
That's so funny. Wow.
I've only
I watched
one
up
episode.
once in class, and it made me chuckle.
Okay.
It has its moments.
Maybe I should try and watch an episode or two.
No, that's not what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, it's more like it's not going to be the end of the world if you're visiting someone and they want to watch it, but it's also like you don't need to seek it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
you never have to watch it.
You never
I wear
have to
my
watch it. It's not like MASH.
Wait, I should wash MASH?
Wait.
Wash. I should wash. I should watch MASH?
I've heard that MASH is good.
What I've seen of it, it is.
I should wash Mac. I think he can do that himself, but...
Yeah, I'm
Nah,
Put it on purpose.
You're going in the car wash.
God damn it.
Come on, Mac. It's time for your daily car wash.
Here are your protective goggles and your hairnet.
I did used to refuse to take a shower when I was a kid.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why. Why was I so dedicated to being stinky?
Well...
I mean, maybe the sensory...
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's not a fun time before and after a shower.
Yeah.
That's true.
I've realized... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I would just do too much. Like, my mom would be like, go take a shower, and I'd run the sink and the shower and, like, wet my hair and get out. And she'd be like, okay, I know you did not fucking take a shower. Get back in there.
We have the council bossing us around.
Yeah, I see
no,
it.
hold on. I also had a story. There was this time when I was a kid. I don't know why. Oh, actually, I know why. I hated brushing my hair because it hurt my scalp, right? So there was this thing that I would do, similar to what Mac was doing, where I would go into the bathroom, close the door, and like use a brush on a towel to make it sound like my hair was being brushed, you know, because of the way that that tinkle sound. And then I would think, I'm like, I got it. And I boom.
Oh my god.
The dedication, it's like more work than actually doing it.
I literally don't remember this.
I just have distinct memories of this. Also, all I did was ruin our towels.
You're the reason.
Everyone comes in like, what's up with the towels?
They look like they've been raked over. My weird childhood thing was that I was addicted to eating Tums because I thought they tasted good.
I just chewed on wash rags.
Oh.
Oh!
Wait, I'm still hanging up. What's a tongue?
Oh, a Tum. It's the brand name
It's a
for
stomach medication.
antacids
Oh.
for like
it helps
heartburn.
with acid reflux.
Yeah.
It does taste... Well, I think they taste bad.
No, I think they taste bad
They're
now.
chalk.
They're like they taste
they're
like
literally
fruity chalk.
Yeah.
Fruity chalk is what they taste
Get
like.
fruity pebbles, Kit. Young Kit. There was other alternatives.
but no, I would like literally after my parents had gone to bed, I would like sneak into the bathroom and like take some out of the medicine cabinet and chew on them. I was a fiend.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah, let's keep going so that we can break. That's exactly what I believe, your Majesty.
You know, let's put these odd little childhood stories aside. Let's get back to the real proof. I would share too, but I can't think of any right now. I'm just so like, whoa, information. I'm also trying to get into his voice again, whatever the hell that is. Preposterous. Disguises cannot deceive the memories of the dead. But the face did not appear this time as mere happenstance. Had it appeared, such subterfuge would have been clear as day. Except for overcast day.
He's got a point there. Anyone who knows about the divination seance would have tried to hide their face. Nevertheless, our killer openly appeared before Inga. The question is, why? Apollo. Maybe the killer could afford to be so bold. Because they knew their face wouldn't show up in the seance vision. What? It's possible that the killer dared to dress in Dirk's clothes and stand square in front of Inga. Precisely because they knew they could get away with it. But how could anyone be so sure of something like that? A long time ago, I heard of a cognitive disorder. Here we go! That impairs a person's ability to distinguish between different faces. There is actually, it wasn't a professor I ever had at my college, but there was a professor on campus who had face blindness, and actually was involved while I was there in a more broader national study about that disorder, and like was featured in some big article that ended up coming up out of. I cannot remember what that professor taught or what their name was now though. So I think they were in the social sciences department. That impairs a person's ability to distinguish between different faces. What if Inga had it? Then are you saying that this is literally how Inga saw the world? Yes, we can't normally see through the eyes of others, but in this case we can. And if he had that disorder, I imagine this is how faces appear to him in life. I do wonder what people with face blindness... I don't know that this is it.
I thought it was that you just can't remember faces. Like, I imagine people could
like
still...
differentiating.
They don't look like mannequins.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say...
I imagine they can still see a person's face. It just doesn't, like, register in their memory for whatever reason.
I can see, though, that maybe they didn't know how to represent that, especially in this way, because we would recognize it, probably.
Oh, yeah.
But I know this isn't face blindness, but I know that one of my good friends has told me that they don't really have face blindness, but they do struggle to really recognize or even like put into detail what someone's face is like. Like they couldn't describe what shape of the nose is, or like even the those sorts of things, and they recognize people more on their like hair or clothing or silhouette. And things like that. Yeah.
No, yeah.
It's like they can see the face and they know the face, but it's like once it's out of their sight, it's like
once they see that person again, they won't be like, oh yeah, I remember Ren has this face. Like even like I know what you look like, Ren. Like if I see you, I recognize you. But if someone, for someone with face blindness, I'm assuming it's not, the recognition doesn't come from seeing your face, it's from things like hearing your voice, or remembering your hairstyle, or the way that you talk, or the way that you smell, or like dress, like those types of things, instead of seeing your face and being like, oh yeah, that's Ren.
Yeah. Like it's on its own, so if like things about the features were to change, they wouldn't really, Yeah,
like if you changed your hairstyle, or if you wore a way different outfit than the one that you'd normally do, or if you altered your voice and something.
It would be difficult. Not that it's impossible, just difficult, I bet.
Yeah. I
mean, I don't know enough, but based on what my friend told me, and then exacerbating that in terms of face blindness,
Okay, let's say that the killer knew that Inga had such a disorder. They could definitely use it to pin the crime on Dirk, but if you're I just heard Mary scream. If you're wondering about how to prove that Inga had it, you already have what you need. Yeah, we've got that notebook. Really? I'm a dummy.
Well, Defense, do you have anything to show to this court?
Yes, I believe so. Frankly, I have no idea what Mr. Wright means, but I'll look over the evidence again.
Stupid.
Stupid.
What explains why the face of Minister Ingus Killer is absent in his seance vision?
Okay, I'm gonna present this, but then... oh wait, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, here we go. I'm gonna present this, but then we'll just leave it here. And go on break before reading the rest of this. So I wanted to present it before we forgot what we were supposed to present. So, we're gonna take a quick break. I switched to the scene too quickly. Have a little waffle, and we will be right back.
Boy.
Boy.
Yeah, Jerry, you need to have Carmen send us all the recipe, like, ASAP. This cake sounds incredible, and I want that to be my birthday cake this year. Oh, I should send you all guys the recipe for pumpkin pie that I've used in the past. It's actually just Bon Appetit's, or one of their recipes, but it was very, very good. I can highly recommend this pumpkin pie.
Okay. Cool.
It was a maple bourbon pumpkin pie with a chocolate pie crust, and they were like, if you have, it's good just as a regular pie, but if you have a kitchen blowtorch, you want to spice things up, they the actual recipe itself calls for creme brulee top. Yeah, maple bourbon. So maple, I think they still had some regular, actually they might not have. It's been a while since I made it, but I think maybe the only sweetener in the filling was the maple syrup. And then you added a bit of bourbon. It obviously cooks off as you're baking the pie. And then I was a little skeptical about the chocolate crust. Like, it has you make the pie crust from scratch and add cocoa powder to the pie crust, but that was really, really good. Also, since the pie crust is dark because of the cocoa powder, you probably won't notice if you accidentally maybe scorched the pie crust a little bit too much if you're using the kitchen blowtorch, which is a nice bonus if you're going for presentation. Is Ren back yet, or are we? He's probably still grabbing food. Beck is back.
We were summoned by Gig.
Let it bake off. If I have bourbon to put on the pie, I have some to put in my pie hole. It's true. You can enjoy it with a glass of bourbon.
Yeah, I specifically remember one year I made my aunt's version of sweet potatoes for Thanksgiving. It was like pecan bourbon sweet potatoes. Ooh. And sadly, it was for Friendsgiving, and none of my friends really liked it, but I had a bunch of bourbon.
That is a nice thing.
I got to nurse that.
Yeah, when a recipe calls for some hard liquor, it's like, well, now I have an excuse to buy an entire bottle of this, and what am I going to do with the rest? Because the recipe only called for like 2 ounces? Guess I gotta make myself a drink.
Yeah. No, honestly, it was me in my early 20s not knowing how to make cocktails at home. So I would just like mix in the bourbon with some water and sip it.
That is, listen, that is a legitimate.
I know.
No.
I know. It was terrible.
It's a sad way to drink it.
I could drink it.
It's a sad way to drink it, but it is a way to drink it that, like, some people actually prefer.
What?
Yeah, like, it's a thing. Like a bartender would not. I should say, if you are a young person ordering this, the bartender will probably look at you weird. But like, this is like an old people drink, like to just water down alcohol to be able to drink it easier.
Okay, actually, that does remind me that when I worked at Brugger's Bagels, there was a guy who I did love. This guy was iconic, but he would always come in because Brugger's has a thing called the bottomless mug where you can pay and just get free refills, but you have to pay like fucking $70. But for a year, you get free refills at Brugger's Bagels. It's okay. This guy came in like every day, always had his oxygen machine, old ass man, and he was always like, and he would say this as if I didn't hear it every fucking day, but he'd be like, I want large Diet Coke, half Diet Coke, half water, fill it to the brim with ice.
I need my fix.
What are you even drinking at that point? He's like, Doc says I can't have as much Diet Coke. I'm like, I know, but that's like, you're having one sip.
Is this still good?
I think it's just like, it's him trying to convince himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Definitely.
R.I.P. Yeah, Jerry, buy that bottle of Lagavulin.
Don't do it.
Now
Donna's behind my big ass monitor now.
Bella, Donna, don't do that.
Donna, how do you get in my lap? What's that?
Now I'm remembering the times that my friend Finn has bought extremely peaty whiskey, scotch.
Hello.
Hello.
And I've tried it, and it just tastes. It tastes like what I imagine a bog tastes like. Like, I admit that I'm a bit of a freak because I do really like the juniper taste that gin has. So that's my one weird taste that I enjoy in alcohol. But I'm not sure if I can get behind peat flavored scotch. My mom is staying with us for now since my dad is in the hospital. She mentioned to Daphne that I used to like apple juice like her. Daphne said, now Dada just like alcohol. Honestly, I barely drink. Kids do be saying that kind of stuff.
Yeah, kids do I love how unfiltered and honest kids are so much. Like, God.
My mom told me a story. This is a little... I think it's funny, but I could understand if someone was upset by this. But apparently, at one of my doctor's appointments when I was a child, like when I was like 5 or whatever, and the doctor asked like, or I don't know, they were talking something like about people's like private parts, like in a child safe way, right? Like in like. Like nobody should touch you like here, right? Unless it's like a doctor or basically unless it's a doctor. And apparently I said something trying to explain that my like dad helped wash me because I was like such a young child. But I said it in such a way that in front of my mom that it made it sound like it was bad, and my mom has explained that she like was freaking out trying to explain to the doctor that no, everything's fine.
I like that. Oh my
and I just felt the
your mom like the most stressful
interaction. Like what my child means is my child is just bad at explaining, and the doctor was of course like, yeah, no, I get it, because it was a pediatrician. Like, they hear this type of stuff from kids all the day.
All the time.
Yeah, you gotta get good at differentiating between.
Yeah, like translating child speak. So, yeah. Peat flavored. It tastes like feet. No.
Rand had something, wasn't it?
Tastes like peat.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Rand.
I'm trying to remember it now.
Oh no.
Shoot. What was it? I was thinking about apple juice. My first word was apple juice, according to my parents.
Mine. Oh. My parents traveled a lot with me in my first year of life. They were like round trip.
Like, I think I remember you telling me actually.
Yeah, my first words were fry Coke.
That's what it was. Yes!
Because they were driving around. They were driving around all the time, and they would always like stop at McDonald's and get fries and a Coke, right? And so that was the first words that I picked up were fry Coke.
Oh my god! Apparently, like aside from
not
mama,
my fat
obviously, mine was mama, but then my other words were like apparently because my nonna I was the first grandkid. She was over all the time. So my other first word were bambina. And I think Lucia, but I think it was Bambina because I was Bambina. I'm Bambina.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. Also, no.
That's so
no
cute.
Was one.
Yeah, no. Ma was another one of my first words. However, a babysitter unfortunately learned ma didn't mean mom. It meant food.
Oh. Like, I'm hungry.
I was a very focused child. I could make
Eyes
connections.
on the prize. Yeah, that stuff happens. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say that just real quick. I love how unfiltered kids are and how violent they can sound as a result, just accidentally. Like they don't actually mean anything violent about it, but I was just hanging out with my niece after I did some training, and she has this sticker book with like an Emma sticker book from the Wiggles, and the purple Wiggle was in there. And she was just, for some reason, she decided to just start putting all the different stickers on top of him, and said that she was killing him with stickers. Oh my god! And it was like, I hate him. And then she grabbed the sticker of the sun, and she's like, I'll get the sun because the sun kills people. And then her granddad comes over and he's like, oh, what are you doing? And I explained to him, oh, she's killing him with stickers. And she's like, yeah, because I hate him. And then I literally have video evidence of this, of him kind of like going, oh, and then looking at her in like so much concern and then walking away. And it was the funniest thing.
Oh, I remember it. I remember the story I was going to tell. I'm so sorry. Then we can continue, or we can move on to another story.
Yeah, I have a story after.
Yes, I love
We should have a podcast, I think, at this point.
We should have a podcast at this point.
Unknowingly violent. It's me being a poor artist since birth. Basically, when I drew I would draw stick figures and draw
the crosses.
As you do.
Yeah, as you do. And basically, according to the adults, it looked like I put everyone in dresses. So I gave my.
Randa's been force-femming from a young age.
No, here's the thing. I drew beautiful art of my great uncle Jim. Rest in peace. And he was an out gay man. And basically, 3-year-old me gave this to him, and he started laughing, and he framed it.
Oh, that's actually so sweet.
I love that though. Oh my god. I was gonna read Jerry's thing really quick. He said, yeah, this stuff happens. Dean had to answer to his doctor whether or not his parents give him or any other children alcohol, and he looked at me so pained and said, yes, because Carmen gave him a sip of wine once.
Okay, I'll get Carmen, because Carmen, like, I know that it's similar, a bit of a similar cultural thing that I've noticed.
Yeah.
Because I have friends that I've had, right? So, like, as Italian, if you're sitting at the dinner table, wine is just there. It's diluted wine, but it's wine. That is part of like the drinks that they offer you at the table, and I'll be there as a child, and my grandparents are like, you know, or you want Bella, you want some vino? Vino? And both my brother and I, who didn't really like the taste anyway, so it was fine. And also I was a goody two shoes, was like, I cannot drink it.
I can't drink it.
No, thank you, no. No, I'm fine. It's okay. But you know, like it's just normalized. It's just like another drink, and they would dilute it anyway if they're giving it to any children. Duh, and it would be like a little bit, but it's just a thing.
At that point, it's just
kombucha.
No, okay, I had to step away. The boys opened the dishwasher.
Oh my god!
I heard a thud over there, and I was like, what the fuck is that noise? And then I looked over, and they were crawling in it.
What the fuck?
Okay, I should specify it was not latched all the way. It was open like a crack at the top.
Yeah.
God, anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
but
I understand, Colin.
Mac had a story.
Like,
Mac had a story.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was just finishing. I was just saying that I understand.
Sorry.
I understand Carmen, because like it's not like she's, you know, making him drink a lot. It's just like, yeah, you want to try or something. And I think it's like, you know, you're normalizing it so that they don't go crazy when it's like, finally alcohol, you know.
Yeah, they're not like, oh, the forbidden fruit.
Yeah. But that is so hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Mac, what was your...
Mac. And then we can get back to it.
So, I don't remember saying this, but something both my parents bring up separately, now divorced all the time, is that apparently I used to sing a song a lot as a kid where I would basically be like, I'm going to take your eyes and turn specifically, I'm going to take out your eyeballs and turn them into stop signs. And again, do not remember this, but they were like, yeah, that kind of freaked us out.
Oh god, I love kids. They're just,
kids are so...
It's like, I think it's just because they know it's a little bit out of the norm to say, and it's also fun, and it's like they're just being creative, but they didn't realize that it's like, oh god, that's actually horrifying.
It's like, yeah, it's a terrible mental image.
Yeah,
I mean, my niece once grabbed me, like, she grabbed me around the wrist, right? And not awfully. It wasn't rough. It just went, produce blood.
I think your niece is a little...
she sort of does it as like she's a very quirky girl. I think but the thing is, I can tell it's just her humor. Like it's like a really weird sense of humor. Because I was in the middle of reading her a story.
In 10 years, she's gonna graduate to telling her close friends to kill themselves. Like,
oh god! Why would you say that? No! I'm not kidding. Why would you say that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, she was just like, you know, when you grab someone and it's like it goes warm and red. Mm-hmm. That's what she was talking about.
Oh, nice.
She just says it in a way. She just says it in a funny way.
No, it sounds very funny.
We are okay. We're gonna move.
We're way off track. So,
a notepad
in this economy? Yes, it was found in Minister Inca's room, and it holds the answer we're looking for. Spiky hair, blue clothes, pink necktie. That's all you need to know. As you can see, it's filled with detailed notes on various individuals. What kind of clothes they wear, hairstyles, and other discerning physical characteristics.
And this is connected to the faceless nature of the killer. How?
The vision we saw was exactly what Minister Inga saw with his own eyes. It is he, whoa, it is he, who saw his killer as a person without a face. In fact, this is how he normally saw everyone around him.
What's this?
I believe Minister Inga had a disorder that prevented him from recognizing faces. It would explain the faceless being, and why he needed a notepad full of people's physical characteristics. Let's get his doctor in the room.
Now that I think about it, my father was always terrible at remembering people.
He also just seems like the type to not care about someone's name.
Well, by simply changing my hairstyle, he would fail to recognize even me.
Oh, yep. Your Eminence, you knew that your husband had such a disorder, didn't you?
He never wished for it to become public knowledge.
Good evening, gamers. Checking in for Leebly Barge.
Yeah.
Hello, BF.
Hi, BF.
Hi, nice.
Also, yeah, hi, Nos BF. But I suppose there's no use in keeping quiet about it now. It is as you say. My late husband had a special disorder that hindered his ability to recognize faces. The medical term for it is prosopagnosia.
I was wondering what the medicalized term. So Mr. Wright was right, as he always is.
Way.
Mr. Wright was right?
I'm never gonna get tired of this joke.
Yeah, it's eternal.
Memories of those afflicted with such disorders in life do appear strange at times. There is precedence for this.
So the killer likely knew about the disorder and used it to their advantage. Right, so there's someone who is both knowledgeable about the divination seance and aware of Inga's affliction. Your Eminence, we're talking about you. Sorry, I'm gonna be charitable for a bit. Who knew about your husband's condition?
A small number of servants who tended to his needs. And me. Surely you're not about to insinuate that I committed this crime.
No.
You said it.
Yeah, I didn't say anything of the sort, but now that you brought it up, still, could she have done it?
Boy.
Karan has an alibi, remember? Oh, right. She was conducting the rite of channeling at 2 p.m. In that case... Your Eminence, does Nana know about Minister Inga's disorder? I gotta find someone else to blame.
Of course she does. She's our head servant.
So as head servant, she knew about Minister Inga's condition, and as the princess's personal attendant, she's familiar with the divination seance. These two facts together don't make her a possible suspect. I don't know what would.
Objection. You witless lawyer. How quick you are to forget the facts.
You don't have to shove it in my face that I have
No,
to use
but
the
I
walkthrough
do.
sometimes. Facts like...
When Inga was last seen alive. You claim he was slain at 2, yet that is impossible.
Oh, have I got
We first
this?
saw him at 2:30.
Have I got news for you? I don't know why I'm upset about this, because I already know where this is going. We did completely forget about that. No, there must be some mistake.
So you see, the murder could only have happened at 3 p.m.
I bet.
The hour Dirk entered the tomb. There is no other answer to this puzzle.
Okay, but that literally contradicts all the evidence up to this point.
Well, bitch, how can you prove it happened at 2 p.m. and prove who the killer was not Dirk?
We'll do
haven't done
it.
that.
We'll do it.
Well,
Ugh.
okay. Try it.
Why don't we ever get to make up answers like Karan makes up laws?
Well, you're not the queen.
Guess it's back to square one. Well, where did we go wrong? I don't think we're the problem. We just seem to be short one piece of the puzzle. Our deductions so far explain everything to a T. Everything except for Inga's sighting at 2:30. I see. And without that final puzzle piece, all of our deductions fall apart. Apollo, if Inga's sighting is the only anomaly, we'll just have to find a way to make it fit into the bigger picture. Time to think outside the box then, right? Let's see. You're not the queen, cope and seethe.
You're not the queen, cope and seethe.
It would be impossible to see Inga walking around after he'd been killed. Well, what if there was a way to make people think he was alive, even though he was dead? Like, a way to make people witnessing the living dead? Yeah, we know. We know.
Like channeling.
Huh, I wonder.
I wonder.
Sounds like some kind of TV show. Things like that don't happen in real life.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I can't take it.
Oh wait, shit, I clicked the button too quickly.
That's okay, he was just thinking really hard.
He was thinking really hard.
Apollo! For some fucking reason.
Yeah. Did you just have a brain blast? I did! I figured it out. I know how to make people witness the living dead.
Oh my god.
Fit your majesty, our deductions weren't wrong after all. Despite Minister Inga being murdered at 2 p.m., he was seen heading into the tomb at 2:30, and I'll tell you how.
I certainly hope you will. Because I have no idea what you're talking about!
I fucking love the judge. Both judges. They're so great.
I can't take the writing in this game sometimes. I don't know how I'm supposed to suspend this amount of disbelief. I don't know how they expect me to do it. I'm not a perfect person.
You're very brave, Mac.
I'm trying so hard, but it's so stupid. It's the basis of their legal system.
I know.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, me, the judge who lives here, I've got no fucking idea what you could be talking about.
Takashi.
Last time I read the book was like 10 years ago.
It's not like we just...
Takashi is bad at writing. I have given up suspending disbelief, and I'm just looking at the cute monkeys Becca is putting on my desk. Okay, Adam, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.
Don't be like this, Deej. I'm paying attention, obviously. Come on. I'm not on Tumblr right now. What are you talking about?
Becca, we all know.
I've been scrolling Tumblr and Twitter.
Yeah, Becca, like, I've got lines right now and I'm on Tumblr.
Yeah.
It's fine. If I'm not talking, even just generally, or I have no lines, I do have trouble with this. It's probably why you guys hear me like chattering so much, is because otherwise I'm not here.
Which is fair. Listen, I think all of us are neurodivergent in some manner. We gotta multitask or it's not happening.
That's fair.
And yet all of us at the same time are trying to help each other, but like, guys, we can do this. Come on.
Come on. We all gotta be each other's coaches.
Yeah.
Okay, someone's fucking channeling him. He's not cloned. What the fuck?
Oh, I definitely cloned him, guys. I'm sorry.
You've had a lab full of test tubes going.
He's my little test monkey. That's why he doesn't, you know, has such a bad back. It's where I'm getting all of like, you know, things.
It's like God. I was just about to say, just like the Prestige.
Oh yeah, just wait.
Is that a Fear and Hunger thing?
Shh.
It is a Fear and Hunger thing, I'm guessing.
Sure.
It's actually, yeah, it is. It is.
Okay, now I can't tell.
You don't need to know. You don't need to know.
You don't need to know. I'll show you a movie sometime. Apropos of nothing. It was the deceased being channeled. Also, okay, I will say I feel like Apollo is diving like head first into this one. Because I feel like the more reasonable answer would be that someone disguised themselves as Dirk, knowing that Inga had... Oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry, that's not the point we're talking about. Never mind. Excuse me.
But even then, it could. I mean, it's still been a plot in every fucking game of like, well, he's captured on this security camera. He must have been alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just the ghost version.
This is the spooky version. It's the only way a man who was already dead could have been seen by her bratnevolence.
Channeled, you say?
That's
on the
right.
TV?
And there are only 2 people capable of spirit channeling here in Karain.
Capable.
Her her eminence, Queen Karan.
Her malevolence.
Her malevolence, Queen Karan, and Maya Fey. And we're not gonna accuse Maya Fey a second time. What did you say?
I said I didn't even make that up. That's what Dirk said.
Yeah.
He called her your malevolence.
Jerry,
Yeah.
they weakened at Garan's Inga. Is what they did.
Weekend at Garage.
I've never seen that movie. Is it actually worth watching?
I have seen parts of it. I can't tell you.
And
it's hard.
So is it like a comedy? Because it feels like a horror scenario.
Okay, here's the thing. You know how some people say there's a fine line between comedy and
horror?
Horror.
They probably just ride that line.
Yeah, they just ride that line the whole way down.
Do you mean
the plot is about dressing up a corpse?
Yeah.
You mean a parody?
Yeah, a horror-y.
A horror-y. Ren, Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, good lord.
Is a movie about these people who, like, this guy dies and they're taking his corpse around trying to pretend that he's still alive. I don't know for what reason, but that's what people mean when they say, like, when they reference, like, Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just disguising a corpse as being living.
Oh,
it's
it's their
sunglasses
CEO.
on.
Incredible.
Yeah. So definitely straddles that line between, like, horror and comedy. Because, but also I don't even know the basic premise of why they need to pretend that he's still alive. Or who the person who dies is in that movie.
There is a scene of necrophilia. Okay.
Hey, we should just get back on track.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Did not know that. It's Jesus.
Okay.
Jesus.
It's possible that one of them was channeling the minister.
It would seem that you are ever bent on making me a party to this crime.
I mean, I hate to say it, but your hair does look like a spider, so...
And yours looks like a devil. Potato.
Okay, well...
Prosecutor, what was I doing at 2:30 p.m., the time at which my husband was seen?
Eminence. I believe you had completed the channeling, right? And were having tea with the king of the neighboring realm. There would have been many attendants there too. Your alibi is airtight.
I love the idea that he has her daily schedule written on the scroll.
He actually doesn't. He's just making it up.
He's using it as a prop.
No, he already memorized it, but didn't want to seem weird.
Yeah. Actually, when the scroll unfolds, at the end of it, is his phone, and he's got his Google Calendar up.
Yes.
No, you'd ask to keep up with her schedule too? What doesn't she make him do?
I mean, don't you know that's what scrolling really means on your phone? It means you open up your scroll.
He gets stuck in a scrolling loop where it like keeps going back and forth like a yo-yo.
I couldn't find the but sound effect, so.
Don't you worry.
Thank you, Max. There we go.
You're welcome.
Now I'm just thinking about the yo-yo master.
I want to be a yo-yo man.
That's nice.
If that leaves only Maya. Yeah, it does. Unless.
Us?
Unless.
Maybe someone was forcing her to use her power toward nefarious ends. The real killer could have been threatening her. But then wouldn't Maya have died?
That cannot
never mind.
be.
Because she was in the. She was. Never mind.
They're not saying he was channeled when he died, because obviously then the person. He would have already been dead, and the person channeling. Sorry, I got really confused. I unfollowed and followed to see if it would yo-yo me.
I want to be a cowboy, baby.
A cowboy minute.
I want to be a cowboy, baby.
Oh, you're already a cowboy now, Rain. How do you feel?
I feel pretty darn good.
Soda!
That's wonderful. Do you want a soda as well? Because apparently...
Blessed cowboy minute has been blessed by the soda. The double soda. Oh my word. Oh, but no Thursdays. Cause it ain't Thursday, you heathens. You know what day it is?
It'll happen eventually.
It's Friday. It's not Thursday. It's Friday. God damn it.
That's what I say every week. It'll happen eventually.
Eventually, it'll be Friday.
It's Thursday somewhere.
It ain't though. It ain't.
It's not.
You're out of touch. I'm out of time.
You could do that on a Wednesday because I would be on a Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah. Dear God. All right. You're out of attention. I'm out of time with the actual alert because I don't know when it went because there's a lag.
It's long gone.
That's okay. Everyone gets my rendition. Uncorrupted.
We love the rendition.
Ooh.
Rendition.
Ooh.
Rendition.
Ooh. Hang on a moment. There we go.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
What'd you do?
Rendition.
Aw. Wait. Oh, that can be that. Mac, I just noticed what your fucking icon was.
It's a perfectly normal icon. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
I was searching for Luffy icons on Pinterest and I found that and I was like, yep.
That's the one.
That's the one. Jeez.
If only it had been Buggy. Could be conveying everyone's sentiments.
I don't know. Oh, Buggy, the clown. The clown.
Oh,
yep.
that clown.
I am forcibly grabbing the reins. And I'm gonna direct us back onto this nice long train track right here. But I cannot drive for long because I don't know how to drive.
That's okay. You got us back on the train tracks.
I don't have a license.
So then, Inga's scream. That was probably from when he woke up from being called back to this world. It's all coming together. After all, that's when the flow of time would have picked back up for him after he died. He wasn't near powerful enough of a ghost like me was. He was the best darn ghost.
She is still.
Shoot. Oh, damn, you're right.
We miss her
She
much.
She ghosts everybody.
Oh, fuck. We got a creature on our hands.
Oh, we got a creature?
We got a creature. Pippin, come
a
over here.
creature.
A critter?
Oh, he ran.
A little
wow.
critter.
He immediately ran and he made me hurt my little wrist. God damn it.
He did it on purpose.
Oh, what a criminal.
What a villain. Shoot. Alright, so Minister Ringa probably left to his feet, thinking he just had a nightmare. Then realizing it was almost time for the hostage exchange, he raced off to a Mars tomb, not even realizing he was already dead.
His Google Calendar pinned with like hostage exchange.
Then
He always put them darn hostage exchanges in his Google Calendar. God damn.
Then her benevolence really did see a dead man running.
I
How about we traumatize you just a little bit more?
Yeah. But don't worry, your Brett Netherlands, he was listening to the Heather soundtrack while he did it.
Using the sacred power of spirit channeling to commit a crime? How can this be?
Evil. The defense calls Miss my fate at the stand. You're good.
I am muting myself.
No, you're fine.
Because I keep doing this.
Rain, come back. You can blame it all on me.
Alright.
Well, Your Eminence? Brett Netherlands? Eminence? Will you allow a new witness?
Huh. It matters not. Either way, this lawyer shall soon know the truth. He will know just how much of an imbecile he is in the face of my infallible arguments.
Insult me all you want, you bitch, but you'll be eating those words when I expose the truth.
Oh, darn it, I forgot to be a Campbell.
Very well. Let us adjourn until the next witness is ready.
The defense calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand, an expert in spirit channeling ghost crimes. Shoot, to be continued.
I mean, that's actually
that the
pretty
judge
good
is always
stopping place.
Yeah. I mean, but I do love that the judge is always like, holy shit, crime happens.
People, you think people would just do that? Go out into the world and commit crimes?
And kill people?
People die when they are killed.
Okay, I'm ending the Cowboy Minute. What anime is that even from? What is the context?
Looks like Gundam.
That's Arthur, Kit!
Go! People die when they are killed. That one.
Oh, people die when they get. That's Fate Stay Night.
Yep.
Oh.
Close enough.
I mean, there is an Arthur in Fate Stay
The
Night.
Arthur one? Oh my god, no way. People die when they are killed.
This is a great bit.
Is this a pigeon?
That's so funny.
I don't know the name of that one.
Me neither.
I did, and now I don't.
Oh, you found it one time, Ren?
Yeah, and now I remember someone, like, you know when people make these, like, little poster, like, oh, by the way, this is from this thing. Yeah, it's one of those, and I'm like, I don't know.
It's from The Brave Fighter of Sun Firebird. There you go. Season 1, Episode 3. Or simply known as Firebird.
Firebird. Simply known as Firebird.
Is in Firebird or Firebird is in, like, the fiber you get in a diet?
F-I-G-H.
Oh.
V-I-R-D.
Like a fighting bird?
No, there's no T. It's Firebird, okay?
Is it like... Did they... Like, someone trying to say
anime.
Thigh-bird?
It's the Brave of Sun Firebird. No T.
Are we freaking Albert and Costello right now? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I feel like we're very much who's on first.
we are Albert and Costello just naturally because we none of us have like freaking audio processing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I talked over you.
Tayo no Yusha Fibado. Firebird.
Firebird. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, okay, this came out in 1991, but the plot takes place in 2010.
Incredible.
I'm learning so much right now.
Do y'all remember
the future of 2010?
Yeah.
It was a video game.
I love when that type of stuff happens. Like
the Irish unification of 2024.
Yeah. Listen, it's coming up, guys.
It's coming. It's fucking coming.
I can't wait next year for everyone to celebrate the Irish reunification of 2024 from Star Trek. I also
and then that kicks off.
I remember celebrating the end. What do they fucking call it in Evangelion? When the
first Impact.
Oh, first impact. Yeah. I remember.
Well, actually, it's second impact. Second impact. Sorry.
I remember celebrating the second impact in 2016, or was it 2015? Oh, I can't remember now. But even Neon Genesis Evangelion takes place in like 2015 or 2016, even though it was made in the 90s. So that was when I watched.
Choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember, like, I felt pretty cool deciding to read the Ava manga, and it opened up like, damn, it's the same year right now.
Oh. Look at that. So yeah, I love when actual date, like I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. Wait, what? Wait. It's Cyberpunk
2077.
77? Oh my god, I'm gonna be an old man then. But I'm still gonna party hard. I'm gonna celebrate.
Some bionic stuff.
Alive.
I'm gonna try just for
a
that.
Number and your knees can't stop you.
This is dubious. I don't know if I'm making it that long.
I'm just like,
Mac, you caught up.
I'd like to be, because then I feel like, well, I'll be post-menopause. That sounds good.
You'll be very post-menopause.
I'll be very post-menopause.
Right, it's like, this is the only thing I've got going.
Oh, wait, Sam says that there's a wedding. Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Happy couple.
Oh,
I hope you have fun, even if you are hanging out in the corner.
Yesterday. Happy birthday.
It was Miku Day?
Happy birthday, Miku!
Happy birthday, Miku!
Birthday.
Oh, she's 16! Wow.
Thank you, mother.
I'm so happy
sister,
for her.
for my life.
Yeah, thank you, sister, for my life.
As soon as I said that, I heard she turned 16. I was like, oh, wait.
Like, hold on.
Backspace, delete.
Mac, you need to live to 2077 to see the end of One Piece and the start of 2P.
Shut up.
I do not think Oda will live that long.
No,
with the power of science, he will!
Okay, but what
With
if
that
we
man's
called
health?
What if we called it bikini instead of two-piece?
Ren, I love you.
And I love you, random citizen.
Aww. I got upgraded. Bikini jokes.
We're gonna
soma this shit.
No,
we are not gonna soma
We're
this
not
shit.
somaing this
To
shit.
be a future that Soma exists. Fuck that.
Soma?
I reject that future.
Soma's a
Reject
horror
it.
game.
It was
Wait,
a
was
game.
it the one that you played, Mac?
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
you're trapping
yeah.
your
Okay, yeah.
consciousness.
Yeah, it had all that
I was worried
existential
it was
shit.
I thought it was an
That is too
acronym for
much
something
existential
else.
dread.
You know
No.
what? I would do that to finish One Piece. As long as I was destroyed after. That's what it took.
Someone used to delete my data afterwards.
No, like if I had to somehow live that long. Just make sure you destroy me after.
Like, I've got a set expiration
Because as we
date.
know, immortality is a curse.
It is.
No, like as soon as I watch it and then
Yeah, I mean
I
that literally.
converse about the end of it with Sir and Alan, then you can
guys
just
are just
destroy
gone.
my robot.
Becca, I need
I will
everyone
take
to
you
call
the
out
Grey
Becca.
Havens. Because doing all of that is
I didn't realize it wasn't finished yet.
Okay,
Oh,
here's
it's so
the
far
thing.
from being finished.
What do you mean it's not finished yet? What else could there be?
There's a lot left.
It's an ocean. There's an ocean.
It's that's fair, I guess. I guess I just assume because it's so old.
Yeah,
Listen,
it was
every
part of the
character
big
has a
three.
backstory, and it's equally important, apparently.
Damn.
I said that I didn't realize that One Piece was finished. Wasn't finished.
Yeah, it's not finished.
It's the same thing is true with Bleach, right? It's not finished, but it's also
No,
not
it is
going.
finished.
No, Bleach is finished.
Maybe that's what it
Bleach
was.
and the
I got
original
them.
Naruto are both finished.
I knew Naruto was finished because
Yes.
Boruto came out.
Boruto.
But no, I probably got those swapped in my head. Like I was like, One Piece is finished, but Bleach is not,
That's
or
fair.
whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You know what else is still not finished?
But yeah, don't worry, Mac,
Hunter.
Sir, and Alan. I will take you all to the Grey Havens.
Oh, thank you.
Because doing all of that is as heavy a burden as carrying the ring, I bet. So
You're finishing One Piece.
Oh, and living that long to do so.
Oh.
It's like Bilbo, you know, like he got his life extended because of that. So
the new secret to old age. Reading One Piece.
It's on the good old age, but yeah.
But Kate, you understand? You would do that to finish Hunter x Hunter.
I would do that to finish Hunter x Hunter.
That's not finished either.
No, that's still ongoing. And I don't even know where the fuck that's going or how long it'll take or if it'll even be finished before the author passes. Because, you
know what? This is reminding me of the fact that, okay, so I don't know if you guys have probably heard of it, but there's Neighbours, which is an Australian soap opera. And it has been going since before I was born. Kylie Minogue started her career on Neighbours, okay? Literally every Australian actor, including, like, they've been on either Home and Away or Neighbours, right? We just heard that it finished, okay? It finished, and I was like, thank God, the beast is at rest. It's fine. And then when I was sitting down and watching, like, TV with my mom one night, guess what freaking episode, like, what trailer comes up, like, on as a commercial. Right?
Neighbours
I only heard about it finishing about a month ago, by the way. A month ago. It's like it hadn't even really settled. The dust had not settled. You know, they're bringing it back.
Of course.
Because people were mad.
And money. You forgot money.
Oh, they did a Sir Arthur Conan Doyle thing. Where enough people got mad at him that he brought Sherlock back.
That's precisely what happened. So, it's back. Somehow.
Also, yes, the guy who writes Hunter x Hunter and the lady who created Sailor Moon are married.
It's pretty fucking great.
Name a more iconic couple. Like, how much...
Contrasting... Did you see their contrast of their workspaces?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
I can't imagine two people that creative being together. Like, it
they must really jive with each other, because I feel like it would be tough to be married to someone else like that, like, intensely into their work.
Like, both of you all have, like, the worst jobs.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
He's the Usagi, she's the Mamoru. Did they say that, like, in an interview or something? I agree, because I love that. One Piece is just incredibly long, yeah. Also, I am really, it'll be interesting to see what comes out when like his friend tries to finish Berserk, but it definitely won't be the same at all, I don't think.
Yeah.
He gave him apparently, like, all the, like, no filler, just wrote out, you know, this is what the rest of the story is.
I heard that, but also I was like, I heard from an interview that it was like, part of what he was going off of was what the author told him, like, 17 years ago when he first started writing Berserk about it, which is also interesting because that is definitely a manga that's evolved a lot over time. Because at the beginning it's, like, very much... this, like,
Dark
power fantasy. Yeah. This extremely violent. Extremely violent, rage-filled power fantasy, and then it changes over time as,
I
like...
will say... Sorry.
You're good.
You finish it.
Oh. I was gonna say... sorry. Fuck.
It changes over time. It started off as a fantasy, dark fantasy, and then it's evolved.
And then it turned. Yeah, it is still dark fantasy, but it definitely started actually diving into what circumstances would create this kind of person to begin with, and then how do we go on from there. Anyway, continue, Rand. So sorry.
All good. I'm just thinking, like, even though it's 17 years, because I think Berserk originally came out, like, in the late 80s, early 90s. So we already had, at this point, like, a setup. Like, this is how it's going to go and how it shifts and considers it. And I do know that specifically when the last chapter Miura worked on before he passed was published, it was discussed, it was like, ooh, this big thing happened. Ooh, this big thing happened. And I think it's leading towards some kind of climax with how the story is set up. So I think it's possible that it's like maybe what is currently planned, it's not going to take another decade to finish. It's going to be like, okay, if someone really hunkers down on it and commits to just like seeing it to the end, maybe it'll end in a few years once they get started.
I gotcha.
Oh, Mac, yeah.
That's cool. I do love that.
Yeah, it makes it so good because I feel like
you can feel the love for it.
Yeah, when I first heard about how long the show was, I kind of was like, okay, like it's just gonna be a thing where like there's just a revolving door of characters, and yeah, there are over 1,000 characters, but it's like each of them, like to have a character leave and then still though for like maybe a few weeks you're still getting little snippets of what they're doing. It really makes the world still feel alive, and they do come back. It's like not all characters come back, but like most of characters you would never expect to come back are like, oh, actually they're like a huge part of the greater story, and it's like, whoa, okay, cool.
I love that.
Mac, that is...
I do love that because I think that really shows how much that story is loved for it to be this long as well. Because often when you hear a story is that long, you fear, especially when it's like a serial, you probably fear that it's like going to be dragged out or things are over dramatized or that it's being dragged out by other people forcing the author to do that. How would they keep up that energy as well? But to hear that it's all just love for it all, that really warms my heart. I love that so much.
That's why there's like a bajillion Blorbos. Like you can find somebody who's got a blog dedicated to like any One Piece character.
Yeah, I feel like often you'll have drawn another character that you like from like a new one that you've been introduced to. I'm like, wait, there's another one. Oh my god!
Yeah, right.
Another one.
I never draw like the main characters. I just see like one and I'm like, oh, I like them.
Oh. No, Mac, that's one of the things that I like about Hunter x Hunter too, is that you'll have I don't think it's as detailed to the extent, but they're definitely like the author keeps the world feeling alive because side characters that you've seen before in like one arc will show up in an entirely different one and actually be like a really important part of that arc.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And it makes it, you're right, it does make the world feel like so much more alive. And helps you with like getting invested in these characters because you're like, oh my god, I remember like when you took the Hunter exam in the first like arc of the manga and now you're off here doing your Hunter thing. Like, whoa, you made it.
It's almost like, that's actually a little bit reminds me of Haikyuu even. Like Haikyuu doesn't have that many, like as many probably compared to One Piece, but like
a lot of characters.
It has a lot of characters. It focuses on them all, even if they don't all get a backstory exactly. But even the extras who are no names, you feel for, and you get to see them as like they're just people as well. It's just not where the story is focused. It's really cool.
That's one of the best things about Haikyuu.
Oh, by now.
Yeah, it made it feel real, and you appreciated how much that game meant to all of them.
Yeah,
like, that they worked so hard for it, and yeah,
you get the sense that like not only are the characters that get like most of the spotlight like really putting their all into this game and feel like there are emotional stakes to this game, but then you get to see those flashes of that from the other characters that are like on the opposite team who are like showing up for like just this one game or whatever. That was like absolutely one of my favorite things about watching Haikyuu.
Same.
Yeah,
was getting those flashes.
Of course you want the team to win, but then when you meet all these great people, you still get the same sense of sadness for them of like, oh man, like their dream has ended now, and I actually feel bad for them. Like,
exactly.
I'm not like, yeah, get these fuckers, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it would be so easy to just be like, yeah, get these fuckers. Because I feel like that's a very common, like, sports emotion. Like, that's the emotion that you're looking for when you go to see a game played by your favorite team or whatever, right?
Yes.
It's this moment of you and everyone else in the stadium that is there to root for that team being like, yeah, get them! But I do...
Even the fans themselves especially have that sort of mentality more than the players themselves. Like,
exactly. The players are just there to play the game. Yeah, they're there for all sorts of reasons, right? But then, and that's what I think is cool about Haikyuu then, is that it shows you, like, not only your protagonist, it lets you kind of engage in that, sometimes, though they're so often, like, on the ropes, like the actual main cast of Haikyuu.
I actually really loved even when they showed the protagonist, team, and I'll call it that, the protagonist team, right? Because they are the titular part of the story. Like, even seeing them lose, like, that was awesome. Like, I mean, like, narratively, it made it, like, it was good.
Because that's what actually happens. Like, your team's not going to win every game. You got to learn how to lose. Man, I love sports anime.
Sir's yelling about My Hero Academia.
Oh boy. I'm so sorry, sir. Enjoy.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Because I love MHA so much, but like I stopped at some point. I don't remember now, but like I haven't caught up with it. But yeah, you're right.
It's like I would love so much if we had gotten more about the other, like, because we get very little about the other classmates, like even Izuku's like Deku's classmates, like we get their like minor backstories for some of them, honestly, but like for most of them we know their quirk, their personality, and that's it. And heaven forbid we know anything about even other classes or anything. It's like we barely know anything about the other, like first year hero class. We know one person in the general course, which is Shinso, and we know one person in the support course, which is Tatsume, and then and it's like I get it, because also I think I doubt, because admittedly something. The mangaka Horikoshi, he had done a bunch, like all of the mangas that he had tried to do previously to MHA had failed. So I'm not surprised that he didn't intend, like or you know, it's like it's one of those like, well, maybe he didn't intend for it to get so popular, so he wasn't going to put as much thought into side characters, not because it's like, well, he didn't think that people would love his protagonists, let alone all of these side characters that he's putting in there, because it's a school and he needs to have side characters there, otherwise the school will feel empty.
Yeah, sometimes it makes me think of somebody who's like worried they'll divert from what they need to do to get them, like, you know what I mean, like like they're worried, they don't know what they should trim and what they shouldn't, and they trim too much.
Like
honestly,
an over
I also with Sir,
I think that's what he's doing. It just reminds me.
I also do respect. It's one of those, like, as much as I would love to have more on the other characters, and that I wish that they would do more with, like, I kind of wish that they had done more things in the school itself before going to the main plot. I don't know. I think they could have done fun. They could have done fun, like fun quirk combinations, like that kind of stuff. You know. As much as I wish they had done that, I do respect that he was like, well, no, I have a plot thing that I'm trying to get through and whatnot. And the main thing that we're focusing on is like One for All and All for One and like the League of Villains and stuff and what they're doing.
I think it would have been cool though if he'd even like he didn't have to obviously go through it like in real time, but he could have even done more time skips where he actually shows them
the
doing
fact that,
stuff as a school, like, you know.
Yeah, the fact that all of this has happened within 1 year, maybe a little bit more.
When I learned that, I was like, what the fuck?
It's like it's mind-boggling. Like when I stopped reading the manga, they would have just been in their spring semester, but also there was a war going on, so they weren't really in school. But also they were in school. It was a weird thing. Anyway, so it was like they were in school because it was like the safest place in the city. But anyway, it was a whole thing. Anyway, so yeah, I do kind of wish that he kind of taken more time to like be like, yeah, they're learning more. Like, yeah, we're doing time skips and like, because admittedly there are spin-offs. Like there's team up missions. I haven't actually read these mangas, but like it does explore that, like if different people like I think like there are groups of like 4 or 5 students, I think between class A and B, if not just class A, which are doing like I think they're essentially like internship kind of deals, but like not as like long. They're just like, oh yeah, team up missions where we all work together to do a mission or whatever. But again, I haven't read them, so I don't actually know what they're all about. But that seems to be like exploring like different quirk combinations, and like again team ups and stuff. But I do still wish that they had explored it more in the original, in the main manga. They're constantly like making fun about like, oh, all my house favorites and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I wish they had done a little bit more with just like, oh yeah, it's a school. We're gonna explore the space of it being a school. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
I still really like My Hero Academia though, even if I'm not caught up with it.
Same. I'm not caught up either, but I did enjoy what I watched and what I read, and I go back to the fandom every now and then. And
yeah, I got a message on my writing blog that was like, "Hey, are you ever gonna go back to My Hero Academia?" I was like, one day I would love to, but it's about I have to actually put in the energy of watching the anime and reading the manga. So
it seems like a commitment.
It is. And I don't know. I don't actually know how far behind I am in the manga because I think Horikoshi is like taking like big breaks in between each chapter or something. I don't know. Like I was expecting it to be done by now, but apparently it's not. So maybe I don't know. I think he was taking a big break, but I don't actually know.
Yeah.
Good for him. More of them.
Honestly, yeah. I'm like exactly. Good. I'm
mangaka
happy.
schedules are insane.
Yeah, it's like
they are
literally detrimental to their health.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. Every time Oda like takes a break, I'm like, you can go longer. Actually,
yeah,
you can. You can catch up even.
Take a few years.
Honestly, please. Like, I'm so scared something bad's gonna happen to him.
Oh, gosh. You can even you can still start, keep doing the story while you're taking your break, and therefore you have a backlog to release when your hiatus is over, so that you can kick back for it. Well, not that I think he can. Yeah. I don't think he's capable at this point, from what you're saying.
Yeah. Man just loves to draw, I think, which I truly respect.
I respect.
It's almost like he's possessed by his own narrative. He's like, I gotta get this out.
By the One Piece.
Yeah.
He had a vision of the One Piece in a dream, however many years ago, and it's haunted him ever since. He's like a man possessed.
I understand that though, because I remember once I was possessed by this story idea, and I knew, this is before I even knew I had ADHD, but I knew if I did not get this down on paper, it would be gone. And so I literally spent 2 days in a row, just my fingers moved so fast. I nothing made sense, but I was just putting it all down. And my dad tried to talk to me, and I was like, "Fuck away!" I was like, no. Yes. I didn't actually say that, but it was that kind of attitude. You will not stop me. I am possessed by the story devil. I must get everything out.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I'm getting sleepy.
No, you're fine.
Shut it down.
Yeah, we got to a good stopping point.
We did, and we had a nice podcast at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah, it saved. Okay. I was going to make sure it saved before I closed out so I didn't have to, like, speed run later to get us back to this point. So. Oh, but yeah, thank you all. Let me actually turn on music. I should have had music on this whole. Thank you all for joining.
Everyone
tonight.
heard our dulcet tones.
Yeah.
That's what they come here for.
True podcast mode. I hope you all have a great time zone. I'll see you in the Discord. We'll all see you in the and we'll see you next week sometime. I might see you earlier, but you'll see all these folks. Wait.
I'm in your walls. Get me out. Help me, please. I'm stuck.
I'm coming, run!
Thank you.
Wait, are we gonna see us all next week? Oh, okay, yeah. I think you should see us all next week. Ren, I mistook. I was misremembering your family engagement. So.
Oh, yeah.
Having a cookout in the walls. Well, why don't you come share? Anyway.
Please don't start a fire in the walls.
Please.
Too late.
Jerry.
Oh no.
Also, Jerry, have Carmen send us that pumpkin cake recipe.
Please. And tell her
Please.
that we think it's a wonderful recipe and it's probably amazing and she is amazing.
Yes. All of those things.
And
all
say
right.
hi to the family for us.
Yeah. Say hi to the fam for us. Okay. For Real Blood, bye.
Bye.